Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counter sticking up, so we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. We are back with a tier list. It is, of course, the anime of 2024. We have 134 shows, movies, and specials to rank. They are only ones that we have watched in terms of the shows up to 3 episodes or more.
With a couple exceptions here and there, if we know enough about the story and or series as a whole.
Very few exceptions, I believe, but
yeah.
yes. It is once again of our own making because honestly that is just so much simpler than trying to find one that somebody else has put together that has everything we've watched. And it means
some of them have way too much, and we have wind up making a whole tier of what we didn't watch.
Didn't watch, don't know. So yeah, it's a lot easier just to make our own. Especially considering I'm doing it with the anime key visuals, and I've got all of them anyway for the fucking premiere stream.
Cycling.
But yes, so this is our big old list. I'm anticipating some interesting ones. But we start off with alphabetically the numbers, starting with 7th time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life, married to her worst enemy.
Obviously, so I think this one, had some weaknesses. The production values were hit or miss here or there, but it was overall a fairly strong production. The music was good, and the protagonist was very good.
Obviously, there's nothing else in there at the moment, but I am saying definitely B and probably going to end up being low B, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty comfortably a B tier show. Nothing amazing, but nothing really strongly demerits it.
The visuals definitely bring it down, and I still don't particularly see a romantic relationship between Risha and Arnold?
I believe it's Arnold, yes.
Yeah, because it was a name that I honestly thought was kind of dumb.
Arnold.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see pretty boy when I think Arnold.
You think Schwarzenegger, yes.
I think Schwarzenegger and I think Arnold Rimmer from Red Dwarf, neither of whom are particularly beautiful.
No.
Yes, as I said, I don't particularly didn't see the romantic relationship particularly blossoming. There wasn't much chemistry there. I think
honestly, it's still nowhere near the worst relationship we have to discuss.
Oh, God, no. Of course not. But, there was at least chemistry there. I just don't think it was romantic chemistry.
That's fair. But if you have, an arranged marriage situation, that's sometimes the best you can ask for.
Fair. But the show was pushing a romantic relationship.
Oh, I
know. But, yes, up next, 365 Days to the Wedding.
I'm kind of wavering between B and A tier on this one because the story and characters are really good, but
I'm going B. In my list, this is literally right above 7th time loop.
Oh, that's funny.
So a little bit of an easy decision there. I liked it. There was a lot to like about it. But I also don't think it was necessarily spectacular. I think there's nothing wrong with being a B tier show. It is still a good show. I just don't think it really hit me in the same place an A tier show or an S tier show would.
Yeah, we do have to be a bit finicky with what we put in the A and S tiers.
At the end of the day, this is very much going to be a because it is shows that we continued only to 3 episodes and up. There is going to be a shifting of the curve.
It's very funny that you mentioned how you ranked them. I had the inverse of what you did. 365 Days and 7th time loop are one place apart, but 365 Days is right below 7th time.
I'm arguing to put 365 Days above 7th time loop because
I
think the production values were better. There was some really good face game at times, and 365 Days had a cat, so...
Okay, I'll give you that. But yes, No, I just think it's very funny that we have such similar rankings on that.
Yeah. But up next is a salad bowl of eccentrics. This was a good show, but that last episode really dragged it down.
Last episode kind of, yeah.
Um,
I'd say low B or high C.
yeah, funnily enough, 365 days, 26th, 7th time loop, 27th, salad bowl of eccentrics, 29th.
Oh wow, yeah. I have it a bit lower on mine, but I also watched like almost twice as many shows as you did.
Yeah, you watched way more shows than I did. But
I'd say probably top of C.
yeah, I think C tier. I think it is a solid. It could go up into B in a different list, but I think certainly right now top of C is good. This one, however,
Of course, NTR is a joke. It is a very bad joke.
A sign of affection. I think we are fairly...
Please don't make me use my S on this.
No, I think we're...
I would agree it's S.
This is top
Okay.
5. This is a top 5 show for me. I think I can put it in S
Okay.
fairly happily.
Okay, I'm glad we're all in agreement, because
Yeah, it was in my top 10. It's S tier.
this
Yeah,
is like my favorite romance anime, so...
No, you're not gonna have to use your solo S tier on that one number. I think we're all in agreement
Good.
that it's solidly an S tier.
Okay, good, because I think about this... I still think about this show all the time. It's like my benchmark for
Yeah.
romance anime now.
Yeah.
I think we'll see, exactly where in S tier certainly, but I think it's a solid S tier for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Easily one of the best romance anime of the decade so
No.
far.
Just
Yeah.
again, in the way that Risha and Arnold in Seventh Time Loop didn't have that chemistry. The leads in A Sign of Affection, which I'm blanking on because I've got so many names in my head.
I remember
were
Itsuomi. I don't remember...
Yuki, that was it.
Yuki.
Okay, it is Yuki. I was
Yeah.
like, is it Yuki?
I had at first I had Yuri in my head, which I was like, that's not right. But yes, Yuki and Itsuomi, yes, they just had such good chemistry with each other, and you could really buy into the relationship between them.
Especially with their communication.
Yes,
Yeah.
and again, if nothing else, this fucking anime has been better. This romance anime has been better at communication than I would say a good 90% of romance series out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
to be
much.
fair, it is often a very low bar.
It's a low bar, but it still beat it by quite some margin. Anyway,
Yeah.
other end of the spectrum, Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School. I don't think you'll
want
argue with me, Jack.
D or E tier. Yeah, I was
putting
going to
it in
say,
E.
is
I'm
it
putting
D
it
tier
in
or
E.
is it E tier?
This is my bottom rank show. It's going in E tier.
I'm not going to oppose you on that. It's not good.
Yeah, it just the humor just did not land at all, and a lot of the humor was honestly kind of gross.
Oh yeah, like the recurring joke about the teacher being really into school uniforms.
I really wanted to believe him that wasn't a weird pervert thing, but the more I watched, the more it became apparent it was a weird pervert thing.
Yep.
Up next, Acro Trip. Again, another one that sort of lost its way in the second half.
I'd say like low C tier probably.
Yeah, I don't. It's definitely not bad enough for D, but I can't merit putting it any higher than low C.
Yeah.
It was a fun show, but it just didn't sort of diversify its shtick enough. Especially when
I
it could have.
agree.
And the fact that it didn't fucking adapt the ending of the manga just seems so fucking dumb and weird.
Yeah.
Unless this
Like-
gets a season 2, which I 100% doubt it will.
This came out like a couple years after the manga already ended.
Yeah.
They're not going to make another season of this.
I would be
Especially when it's
stunned.
not like a big name.
I would be absolutely stunned if this gets a season 2. I don't think
This ain't Demon Slayer.
this even has enough material for a season 2.
No, maybe like an OVA or two, but
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
Just why didn't you adapt the ending? Why did you adapt a weird portion of the manga to begin with at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, After School Hanako-kun Season 2.
Very funny, but not very heavy on the substance.
No, I would probably go low B for the time
yeah,
being.
I can agree with that.
Once we get more shows in, I think we can reassess and see. But for the time being, it's definitely going bottom of B.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun, but there's just not a huge amount to it. I will say, I still remember the fucking mock anything to do with the mock in After School Hanako-kun is just fucking hilarious. It's so fucking good. And there were at least 2 or 3 mock segments in it, so I will give it props for that. Up next, Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian.
I would say S tier on this one.
Really? S? Okay.
I'd say high A.
Yeah, I was thinking like somewhere maybe an A. I wasn't, because I did enjoy.
I was thinking of the production values and like, oh, this is a good looking show. Oh wait, no, there are some small issues with it. So A.
Yeah, I think it's a very solid romance, but I wouldn't put it, super high.
I don't think it deserves to be quite on the same level as A Sign of Affection, but it does deserve to be recognized as only slightly lesser.
Plus, it has just one of the best girls in any romance anime.
Yes, no, she's great. Yuki is hilarious.
But yeah, no, I'm happy. Absolutely valid putting that as our first A tier. Just gonna stick that there. Apothecary Diaries Core 2, I think we'll all agree.
Top of S, yeah, no shit.
Well, excuse you, I think no, it's obviously I can't argue, but there's no point in arguing.
I mean,
even if I disagree, which I don't, because it's Apothecary Diaries.
Who would disagree?
Haters.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I really like the stuff that it covered in Core 2. It's all good stuff, and the overarching story of Lacan and his whole thing is really well done.
I do love the bait and switch on Lacan. They do a great job on selling y'all as a really selling everyone on him being a shady as fuck guy.
Yeah. I mean, he is still a pretty shady guy. He's not great.
But they make him.
Just because he had a genuine romance with Mao Mao's mum doesn't mean that he's not a shady guy.
I mean, yeah, he has a super sketchy vibe and all, but still.
I mean, he's still a pretty shit dad at that as well.
Yeah.
Mao clearly
that's
doesn't
not his
like him.
fault. Not all that's his fault.
I mean, look, he's got his issues, which obviously don't help, but I'm still not putting him in the good dad category, or even the so-so dad category. He's not
an
quite
incredibly
in the
mediocre absent father.
Yeah, he's not quite in the worst dads of all time list, but he's closer towards that end than he is the top end.
Okay. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm sure we have several series we can discuss here that have much worse dads.
I mean, we've got Attack on Titan, last battle or attack, whatever the fuck it is, coming up soon. What else?
I mean, it is fair to say that he never got to be her dad, but at the same time, like, he probably could have done some digging to find out. Even if he didn't, like, still. Like, he's not exactly, I
would argue it's a lot clearer in the light novels, but there is very much the implication of, like, he doesn't necessarily... The relationship he has, or he wants to have with Mao Mao, isn't really familial. It is better than most of the relationships he has with people, but it is still not one that you would classify as a good familial relationship.
No.
It's because of his issues, but I would still argue he's not a good dad. Anyway, both cores of as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world.
Arguably the best new isekai of 2024.
Probably, yeah. It's really good. I'd probably put it in at least top of A.
I'd say high A, yeah. I'd put it below Alia, though.
Really? Okay. I personally disagree, but I'm not. I don't disagree enough to actually fight on it.
So I think their production values, especially in the second core, bring it below Alia.
You know what? You're right. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Archery, my dear moments.
I'd say C tier on this one.
I had this between 7th Time Loop and a Salad Bowl of Eccentric, so I'm getting that portion of my list out of the way real quick.
Yep. I'd say C tier. Whether or not you want to place it above Salad Bowl is up to you. I enjoyed Salad Bowl a bit more than Archery. Substantially more, actually, than Autry. The sexual romance in Autry just really squipped me out.
It's not great. It's not great, and it probably is what puts it in C. However, I also don't think I think you had less problems with that final episode or two of
Salad Bowl?
Than I did, because I really just got thrown off by those last two episodes. That just
I forget what it was that got you so mad at that.
They just rushed through so much content. I mean, one of the segments in the final episode was fucking what's her name? The main character.
Old lady? Sarah.
Sarah. Like, her like fucking grade school graduation or elementary school graduation, and it's revealed, oh, she took over the school. When the fuck did she do that? When did it get to her fucking graduation? What?
That is a bit rushed.
And then,
I will
like,
admit.
the last two episodes focused on the other one. I can't remember what her name was. Whitehead girl.
I'm blanking on her name too.
That one, whatever. I don't have time to remember all these names. But her forming a band with, her fucking obsessive, and then her friend who may also be a cam girl. I can't remember. And like that was cool, but then they rushed through it all, and the cult lady got arrested for being a cult lady, and it's just like, wait, what the fuck is happening here?
In fairness, that was a very funny punchline.
It was a good punchline, but it just came off the back of just like so much insanity. I would argue production values wise, I want to put Archery just above Salad Bowl.
That's fair.
Because Archery has good production values.
Yeah. It wasn't anything like top tier production values, but it's still pretty good, yeah.
Like, I agree. The central romance is weird, and I don't know why they chose to go that way. Because, I mean, it's because they're Japan, but I still don't understand it. But,
it's gross. It's very gross.
It's just so weird. Anyway, Attack on Titan: The Last Attack, which is, obviously an adaptation of Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters, the final blah-de-blah-de blah-de-blah-de blah.
I think it's just a compilation of the last two OVAs or some shit. It's going on the page of shame regardless.
It's also just dumb in general, because compilation movies in general are pretty stupid and dumb, and probably shouldn't exist.
Also, The Last Attack is a lame ass name for that.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb. Like, not even like the final attack or something. I don't know. Like, it's stupid.
Then it could have been Attack on Titan: The Final Season, the Final Chapter, the Final Attack. Come on.
Exactly.
Keep with your theme.
Exactly.
Thematic consistency. What's that? The author of Attack on Titan, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to one we're actually gonna, talk about. Banished from the Hero's Party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, Season 2. Was this the first one of its ilk? Do we get to blame this for the run of a million other Banished from the fucking Hero's Party anime?
No, I'm pretty sure there are a few others that came out around the same time. I don't know what sparked the trend, but
God, I hate it.
It's not just this one. It sucks. It's a dumbass trend. This one is also written substantially better than basically all the other ones that have come since.
That's the point. I wouldn't mind having so many of them if they're actually well written, but they're all the same fucking thing, and it sucks.
There's only like 2 or 3 that are actually decent. This one, Roll Over and Die is the only other one I can think of off the top of my head, and that one's Yuri. So
Anyway, where do you want to put
I'd
this?
say B tier on this.
Alright, where are we going in B tier?
Probably... Where'd I put it on my list? I rank sequels separately from everything else, because that's how I always do that.
Where do you put it in relation to After School Hanako?
Substantially higher.
Fair enough.
There's not much substance to After School Hanako.
That's fair.
Let's just put it between 7th Time Loop and Hanako for now.
But what substance it does have is pure moke.
Yes, it is all moke all the time.
Bartender Glass of God.
This was a good show.
It was a good show. I'd probably put it mid to high B, maybe?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay. Where'd you rank it among the shows in B tier?
I put it below 7th Time Loop by a fair margin, but still a very good show. So I'd say between 7th Time Loop and Banished, maybe.
Alright.
Okay. Cool.
Beastars final season.
Beastars is so good. I love Beastars.
I want to say A tier on this one.
Yeah.
It's not
only
quite as good as the first season, but yeah.
Yeah, it's also not even like done yet, so
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
Where do you want to put it?
Personally, I'd probably put it top of A right now, but
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's Beastars. Everyone loves Beastars.
Everyone who's not, yeah.
Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, The Conflict.
This part was really, really good.
Remember that we each only get one solo S tier. One.
I'm not putting it in S tier. I'm not putting it in S tier.
I already know I'm going to use my solo S tier on, and you can't stop me.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, solo S tier means either a show only one of us has watched, we can choose to put in S tier, or one where we just can choose to override the other people who've watched it.
Yes, and we can take it back and revoke that at any point during the stream
absolutely.
if something comes along that we're like, actually, I think this is better.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But yeah, we're sticking to one apiece.
With Bleach, I'm thinking like, jeez, it's really good. It's like it's either high B, low A. I'd say low A.
Alright.
Like maybe bottom of A.
I can live with that.
Because there's not a lot of narrative going on at this point. It's a lot of it's fights, but they're all really good fights. And the little narrative that is there is really good.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Blue Box, Core 1.
S tier. I'd put it below Sign of Affection, but I'd still say S tier.
I know this is maybe sacrilege coming from me.
Ooh.
I'd go high A.
Really?
Ooh. Spicy.
I mean,
thought you loved this series, Mel.
I love this series. I don't think we've gotten to its best stuff yet.
Okay, you know what? I can agree with that.
I'm not even sure Core 2 is really getting to its best stuff.
No, we won't be getting to the top tier stuff until Season 2 when that comes around.
This is still good. This is definitely still good. But I would probably go high A tier. I'm probably saying above Alia, but below Beastars.
Ayame's great. What are you talking about?
The new basketball guy just sucks. He sucks and he remains sucking. Ayame continues to get better and better as the show goes on, and as you spend actually more time with her, and she starts to realize what the fuck's going on.
I mean, this might be a bit of a spicy take, but I think Ayame is actually pretty charming from basically her introduction. Her proper introduction, not the tease that we get.
I don't remember it well enough to be brutally honest. I haven't watched it yet because I'm a thing.
Also, it's Ayame, not Ayumi.
Yeah, it is Ayame.
She doesn't really steal Hina's role, though, is the thing. That's a very shallow... No, not very shallow, but it is, That's only 2 times. It's only a joke twice. Anyways, we're getting really hung up on this, and we don't have a lot of time, so...
It's not even the stuff we discussed for Blue Box. I'm happy with it being very high A. Again, we can reassess...
This is also specific to the first core, because we're not ranking both cores with this.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't finished both cores, so it would be rough. Blue Lock Season 2. Have you finished this yet, Number?
Not yet, but I don't think, like, I mean, even, like, considering what I've heard from you, I don't think it would change my opinion that much. So...
I'm probably gonna go B tier, is my instinct.
That's where I was thinking, but I'm not sure, like, where in B.
Yeah, I'd say either side of 365 Days to the Wedding I could see. I think I'm going to put it at the top for now. Again, we can reassess later on, but because it's definitely good. It's definitely good, but it's just more of the same formula from Blue Lock, which
early on at least.
Early on, at least, and even for parts of the actual game with the under-20s, I'd argue it does that. It's fine, it works, but you know, certainly in the middle part of that season, it can just sort of get okay. Can we get past Isagi, you know, being all depressed and going, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, and get to the part where he's like, oh, I can actually do this because I'm the protagonist. Well, there's an added wrinkle with Rin and his backstory in there, but I would still argue, you know, it's not necessarily enough to bring it up into A. I would also say there's way too little Bachara. Like,
oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, he's hardly in the season at all. It feels like
he gets a couple of really good moments, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
No.
Even with the little tidbit that he and Isagi are both fucking like to be naked, which is glorious. I love it. They had to know what they were doing with that.
Funny.
They had to know what they were doing with that. But yes,
it's so funny. Blue Lock's very fun.
Yeah.
It's a shame that its production values aren't all that great, but honestly, like, if you just push past that, you can have a pretty good time.
That's the thing. I wouldn't argue that Blue Lock's production values are necessarily bad. They just weren't quite as good as the first season, and even then, portions of it was better than the first season, I would argue, especially that last sort of sequence.
The one of the last big scenes there.
But up next, Blue Nmbr.
I'd say a high C on this one.
Yeah.
I'd say the OP and the ED definitely bring it up compared to some other shows, because those are generally fun songs.
Core 2's OP is not going to help it out next year.
No.
It's not a good OP, but...
it is lame as fuck, especially compared to the first core.
I've got this below a solid bowl of eccentrics. I would maybe put it up
I can
a little
agree
bit,
with that.
But yeah, I'm fairly happy with it there for now. And maybe move it up a space or two. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
I'm fine with it below Salad Bowl. I'm pretty sure I have it lower there on my list anyways.
Up next, bottom tier character Tomazaki-kun Season 2.
Where do you think on this one, Number? I'd say probably high B, low A, maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking around there, because it's like, it was good enough to get me to read the source material, which I don't think there's like any higher praise I can give a show for that.
No, that's fair.
So, I'd say low A. Probably below Bleach.
That's fair. The production values do kind of hold it back.
Yeah, it does, and I don't even think like this is necessarily the strongest part of the show even, but the best parts of this season are really really good though. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Brave Bang Bravern. Technically,
do I use my solo S on this.
Technically, I'm including this, but because I didn't finish it, because I didn't finish it, I've got it low on my list. But I've also got it sort of second highest for the shows that I didn't finish, as a recognition of I know this is a good show, it just wasn't necessarily for me.
Yeah.
I imagine we will probably be getting to another one of those shows not too long from now.
Just it's in a few shows' time.
Yeah.
This is 100% a show. If it had been dubbed, I would have watched all of it.
God damn, why wasn't it dubbed? This would have been amazing with a dub.
Because Crunchyroll is annoying sometimes.
Imagine Sinclair voicing the giant robots.
Oh god.
That's the sub is still great.
No, I agree.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it for high A.
All right, I'm fine with that.
We're in A, above or below
B stars though.
Yeah. Okay.
My biggest issues with it are probably just that like the CG is not all that great and there's a lot of it. It works fine and you can easily push past it, but like it's still a little bit of a sticking point.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
Aside from that, it's such a fun time and it's one of the coolest original anime I've seen in a while. So, and I'm glad it actually got some of the recognition it deserves.
So the next one, is that going to be a first D tier, or is that going in E?
Bushigiri.
It's not. I wouldn't put it that low. Honestly. I
mean, I would say at the highest low C.
Yeah, I was thinking highest. I was thinking bottom of C because I did get some enjoyment from this show. It's not very good, but like the production values are fairly solid. I like some of the characters and it stuck the landing fairly enough, at least with me. So it's actually an original anime from Mappa, which is kind of a rarity. So
they didn't cook nearly as hard on this one as they have with some of their other works.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not an awful show, but it's not a particularly good one. I'd say bottom of C because I don't think it deserves D or E.
Fair enough.
I think the next one deserves D.
Bye Bye Earth. It's not on my list because I think I didn't end up getting to 3 episodes, but I'm happy with D or E.
It's not bad enough to merit E, but it was very, very boring. It had so much interesting world-building crumbs to it, and it just did not live up to any of them from what I saw.
Yeah.
And also, I just got terminally bored of it, which is not a good thing when you're making a fantasy series.
That's fair.
Bye Bye Earth.
I'm trying to remember where I put it on my list. Yeah, it's below Bujigiri, so yeah.
Up next, Chained Soldier.
Low C. Let me see exactly where I put it. So it is directly below Autry on my ranking.
You had Autry lower though.
Yes. I'd probably put it let's see, where did I put it relative to the other ones in that tier? Because it's below Acro Trip. Okay, so I'd say put it above Bujigiri, but below Acro Trip.
Alright. Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity can make you a wizard? Where did I put...
I love that title.
That's a great title, we're being honest.
It's so funny.
I had that just below Blue Mibro in that I did quite like it, but I also got intensely frustrated at the lack of communication between both sets of romantic leads.
Completely fair.
I'm just gonna point at Sign of Affection right now. Just gonna.
The issue was it aired in the same fucking season, and so in one show I had this paragon of relationship communication, and in this other one I had such terrible communication. I was just sat there just going, "Sign of Affection would do this. Sign of Affection would talk."
Oh my god.
One of the leads doesn't even speak out loud, and she can still fucking talk, you idiots! So yes, that certainly influenced my thinking.
Nah, it didn't influence anything at all. What are you talking about, Will?
I also don't think the production values were amazing. Obviously, it's a romance anime; they don't necessarily have to be, but
a Sign of Affection
again, yeah, that was also very, very well animated. But there's a certain element, there's a certain bar that I think even romance anime has to reach, and that's sort of the ability to have physical contact between, you know, the romantic leads and not have it feel sort of stiff, and not very sort of, I guess, soft. And I don't think Cherry Magic really managed to break that bar, not very well. So, I mean, my thinking is putting it between Blue Miburo and Acro Trip.
No, that's fine. I can agree with that. I have it ranked higher, but I understand your quibbles with it. And, like, Cherry Magic does have some serious production value issues.
Look, I can appreciate, especially a boys' love show where it has the leads explicitly fuck.
Not to mention one that has them bang while also being fully consenting adults.
That helps. That really helps. Oh god.
I hate how low the bar is.
Yeah. God, I've got to remember how to say this name properly. Code
Geass, obviously.
Code Geass Rose of the Recapture.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, good.
Got it.
Okay, good.
Good old rosé wine.
Last time I have to say that fucking name, thankfully.
Yeah, Super Saiyan Rosé. I would say mid B above Bartender, personally.
All
right.
Not an amazing show, but pretty solid for what it did, and I enjoyed it. So
we have a nice thick block in the middle of the tier list right now.
Dahlia and Bloom crafting a fresh start with magical tools.
God, where did I put this? Oh, it's pretty low.
If I remember correctly, the production values were real bad.
I'd still put it above Buchigiri because I have a lot of hate in my body for Buchigiri and how much the protagonist of that show pissed me the fuck off.
Valid.
So I'd put it right above Buchigiri.
Buchigiri was just outside my bottom 3, so I can't necessarily disagree with you. Don.
This is going to be my solo S, I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Like,
absolutely fair.
I wouldn't even very, very good.
Yeah, I wouldn't even come close to ranking it because I'm not, you know, I'm not going to force it down just because I didn't like it. I'm well aware it probably is a very good show. It just didn't vibe with me at all.
But speaking of S-tier shows...
Oh boy, we've got a couple in a row. Dangers in My Heart, Season 2. Yeah, this is S.
Honestly, like, this is right below Apothecary Diaries, in my opinion.
I would probably agree for now, yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to stay there, but I would, for right now, with what we've got in S, I would agree.
Placed, it is only below Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, I mean, it was my sequel of the year. So, I mean, admittedly, as I've said before, I didn't watch that many sequels last year, but it was still my sequel of the year. It was still a fairly easy one. Yeah, I think I'm going to be scrolling up to the top again, because up next, Delicious in Dungeon.
S tier again.
It's a very good show.
I know you have a couple quibbles with it, but
I mean, yeah,
I don't think that's enough to override its overall quality.
My couple of quibbles name is Kabru.
If that's the only character you have a quibble with,
I mean, Kabru's entire group wasn't great.
But they're mostly side characters.
I've been watching been watching it with my mum, and I've pretty much just got to Kabru's introduction, and it still sucks. He still sucks as a person.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of meant to suck as a person, so mission accomplished, but yes.
I mean, my problem is maybe less with Kabru and more with the fan base that loves Kabru. Which, you know...
Yeah, I don't know why so many people ship him with Laios.
Because he's the pretty boy.
Yeah. But still, I'd say S tier. Whether you put it above or below Sign of Affection is up to you.
I'm thinking... I've got it at 9th.
I have it as my anime of the year last year, so I put it at least above Dandadan.
Okay, I'm willing to put it above Dandadan. I'm happy with that. I'm not sure.
I mean, you don't really have a horse in or race on Dandadan.
I have a diseased horse that's sort of dragging itself along.
God. The Uma Musume girls would cry at that.
Delusional Monthly Magazine. Bronze medal.
I forgot about this show.
Which pit of hell do you want to toss this one into?
I'm going to put it in D just for the absolute fucking acid trip that was just a random Bollywood number starting. It'll probably be bottom of D, and it might even go lower once we reorganize, but for now, I'm happy with it being bottom of D just for that one insane scene that just made no sense.
Show.
Like, the protagonist could transform into, like, a tiger man, and usually it means a fight. This time he just started Bollywood dancing, and I don't know why, still. The episode gave an explanation, but out of universe, I don't know why they decided to do it. It just makes no sense. Anyway. Demon Lord 2099.
I kind of want to say either high B or low A.
I'd say low A, personally.
So I've got this 21st. I'd say probably very high B.
Okay.
I have it in 19th on mine.
Again, I'm just looking at the shows above it, and I'm just trying to sort of almost segment them into these are my S tier shows, these are my A tier shows, sort of thing.
I'd say top of B at the very lowest.
I'm happy with top of B for now. I mean, we'll obviously see what may happen, but
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Demon Slayer Hashira training arc.
Oh yes, the Hashira bullshit arc.
Didn't this turn out to be actually decent, though?
Yes, it was actually good, and that confuses the hell out of me
so much.
Why was it better than season 3? I don't understand.
They popped off way harder than they had any right to with this bullshit. Why?
You want to know why it was better than season 3? It was paced better.
Why?
Because they only had 6 episodes. Instead of
and they added filler, and it was all good filler, and I don't know why. I'm mad that I enjoyed it as much as I did.
Season 3 was also super fucking compressed.
They put 6 episodes of content into 6 episodes instead of 6 episodes of content into 13 episodes worth of time.
God.
No, Demon Slayer, you do not need an hour-long premiere and an hour-long finale. No show does.
It's true.
Some shows do, but they'd have to be like a grand fantasy epic or some shit. Not
One Piece is the only one I could maybe give a chance to an hour-long premiere and an hour-long finale. That's the only one.
We discussed Oshinoko's premiere and how important it was to actually give time to that shit.
But
Oshinoko is more the exception than the rule.
I'm still on the bus that says I'm still not even 100% sure if Oshinoko's was that necessary.
It was. I promise you it was.
I do agree on that front. We'll get to Oshinoko later, though.
Let me just invent that mind-wiping technology. I'll wipe Oshinoko from my mind, and I'll watch that premiere like in fucking in a 3-episode chunk. Like 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, and we'll see who's right. Damn it.
Okay.
Yes, Contra Training did in fact do an hour-long first episode and finale, and it still meant the season was fucking paced better than the previous one.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I remember its hour-long premiere was dumb, but the finale it worked.
Finale it worked. Though I will say, Muzan's fucking 5-minute music video walk was stupid as fuck.
It was so funny.
If he didn't moonwalk at any point in that, the show is a failure.
It's him a little bit, so it looked like he might have moonwalked at one point, but no.
I'll take look like at least.
What did I rate this? Hold on.
I put it pretty low on my sequels, but that's just because the plot is kind of. Actually,
it's Demon Slayer, you know.
The plot is not what people come to Demon Slayer for. Let's be honest.
It's fucking ufotable animation.
That good old tax-free animation, yeah.
Frieren is kind of cheating also as a premiere because it was technically just 4 separate episodes dropped all at the same time.
I mean, I watched them as episodes.
Yeah.
I'd say
either bottom of A or mid to high B.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd say the ufotable animation and the OP and ED songs elevated enough to be the very bottom of A, but that's the highest I'd go with it.
Plus, I just really like the character stuff in this season. Yeah, bottom of A.
It would be lovely if Demon Slayer did more fucking character stuff, but no. We've just got to have more fucking fights with boring demons.
And this is the first time it actually did more character stuff, and it was really good. Yeah. It was great.
Yep. They even added filler stuff that made the characters a bit more interesting than they are in the manga.
Exactly. And it's damn it. Let's move on.
Dr. Elise, the royal lady with the lamp.
I think I have this fairly middling on my list. Yeah, it's literally right below Blue Nmbr on my list. I think that's fair.
Alright.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty decent C-tier show. It is let down supremely by its production values. But it does have an interesting premise and some good characters.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball Daima. We timed this well, considering this is now finished.
Huh, yeah.
Are we going to count the whole show, or are we going to do the whole split in half like we're doing with most of the others?
Good point. It would be split in half. I should have checked this, shouldn't I? Where did it get to?
Let's see. So... fuck, it's listing it by the dub dates. Damn it. Damn you, Crunchyroll.
I've got sub-only dates, it's fine. So the last episode of 2024 was episode 12.
Okay. That was a good episode. That was Vegeta going 1v1 with the Tamagami.
Okay. Then it ended at a pretty high point. Plus, by that point, we had gotten the first Tamagami fight, which is one of the best fights in the show. So I'd probably say...
Probably A.
Yeah, maybe mid to high A.
Yeah, where in A do we want to put it is the question. I don't think it surpasses Reincarnated Aristocrat.
Okay.
So I'd say probably above Bleach, and that's the highest it can go.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Right. The Duke of Death.
We'll talk about the rest of the season there.
Duke of Death and his maid, season 3.
This was a really good conclusion to the series. Don't remember where I put it on my sequel list. It's not too low, actually. It's fairly middle. I actually had it above Demon Slayer, but I do think Demon Slayer had better production values, so I'd probably say like a mid B on this one.
Should we put it with the show that also sort of had middling production values?
I think I had it above Banished. I did have it above Actually, no, it was right below banished.
I can put it
So,
below
yeah,
banished.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Really good conclusion to the story, honestly.
Dungeon people. So I would probably put this in A, personally.
I did not put it that high.
Yeah, I didn't think you would have. I really enjoyed this, but I can also understand that probably not for everyone.
Dungeon People was still fairly good. I just was not as high on it as you were. I had it a fair bit further down. Let's see. The highest show that we've... Oh, I had it below 365 days. Okay.
Wow, okay.
I mean, that still puts it in B tier. That's not that bad.
Yeah. That's...
I'd compromise and say top of, right below Demon Lord 2099.
I'm just having a look. That's spring. Okay, I do not have Dungeon People in my top 2. That's fine. I probably can find where I put it, though, because I know I made at least 2 or 3 lists where I put everything. That's my sequels. That one, no. Where the fuck is it? Gotta be somewhere. Gotta be goddamn somewhere. No, it is that one. Dungeon People was 3rd, yeah.
Damn.
In summer for me. I'll go top of B then, because I did have it above Demon Lord 2099 by quite some way.
That's fair. I'll give you that. Okay, this is the best tier.
The Elusive Samurai. If we're going by, with Delicious and Dungeon, Elusive Samurai is 7th on my list, so yeah.
I would put it, I personally put it below Don, but I still think it's S tier, regardless.
Number, you watched this as well, didn't you? What do you think?
I'd put it above. I mean, I didn't watch Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, or well, yeah, just those 2. I'd probably put it above those 2, personally. But
well, yeah, you didn't watch either of them.
yeah, exactly. That's why I put it above them. To be fair, I did watch a few episodes of Delicious in Dungeon and didn't really.
I will
really feel it.
Split the difference then, and I'll put it between them.
That is fair. It's still a very good show. I'm not upset about this.
It's sort of in a similar boat to Blue Box in that I know some, like, maybe not. I mean, look, I can't. This obviously had one of my favorite fights of the season, if not the year. I think definitely of the year. In fact, 2nd in the year. So I can't say like it was bad stuff in this season, but certainly I know there's some amazing stuff still to come, sort of thing. This is very much a build season for it. Okay, Frieren Beyond Journey's End Core 2, so above or below Attack on Titan in the Pit of Shame?
It's going in S tier, damn it.
Put it below Apothecary Diaries, damn it.
Okay, where do you want to put it, Number? Do you want it above or below Apothecary Diaries?
This is Core 2 of Frieren?
Core 2, yes.
Below.
It is more spectacle, but it is a bit less.
I like Core 2. I think it's a step down from Core 1, and I don't think it's as good as Apothecary Diaries, personally.
Apothecary Diaries Core 2 is fucking superb.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
It sets an extremely high bar compared to literally everything else.
Yeah, I mean, Frieren's still Frieren, but
yeah,
I think. But Apothecary Diaries is Apothecary Diaries.
I mean, I'm also hyped for Season 2 of Frieren, because I've heard from manga fans that that's when it starts getting to crazy shit.
Nah, you can't trust those guys.
I thought
I can't, but still.
I thought you'd read the manga for Frieren, Jack.
I'd only read a couple volumes before the anime came out. I have to go and actually read the whole thing.
Fair enough. Girls Band Cry, which I didn't actually rate because I obviously watched it very late in the year and on its own sort of thing.
Yeah, we all ended up watching it late because it kind of popped up late.
Because of Crunchyroll, yes.
Crunchyroll. I'd say probably low A, high B.
I'd probably be going B.
Yeah, I'd say like.
I'd probably be putting it below
I think
Demon Lord
I'd put it
2099.
below Demon Lord, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be putting it below Demon Lord. I'd probably put it below Blue Lock as well, personally.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, it's a really stylish show, and parts of it are good, but parts of it just are really not good either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really wonky pieces here and there on the show. The music is fucking excellent, as you'd expect from a girl band show.
Yes, yeah.
But and the animation is actually really good too.
Animation is very good. Cannot fault the animation.
Some of the best CG out there.
Yeah.
So
honestly,
that's saying a lot.
The best 3D CG outside of Orange, my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Go Loser Ranger.
This is boring. I'd say probably D.
Oh.
Where in D? Would I put it above or below the weird show? Probably above, because I remember more about this show than I do about the weird show.
So middle of D or top of D?
Middle of D. Middle of D.
I think we all know.
It's not offensively bad, but it was pretty boring.
I think we all know that Number meant Delusional Monthly Magazine as the weird show compared to Bye Bye Earth.
Because I forgot the name of it because
I
only watched a couple episodes and it was just weird. So
it's incredibly weird. I don't understand what the show is, but yes.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dragon Life.
I literally have this right above Dahlia and Bloom on my list. Right there, near the bottom of C.
Alright. Haikyuu movie, The Dumpster Battle. And while we're on the subject...
on Titan.
Alright, dumpster movie.
While we're on the subject of Haikyuu, boy, am I glad that Production IG made the right decision and decided, hey, sticking the last, 60 or 70 chapters, if not 80 chapters, of the manga into one movie is probably a bad idea. Let's actually make 2 movies for, the last arcs before the time skip, and then we'll see what we can do for the final time skip arc.
I'm glad they didn't botch that because it seemed like they were going to, and they chose not to.
Whoever was behind that initial decision was Hyatt off their ass.
Absolute insane decision, and made all the shown to be just how stupid it was when fucking Haikyuu was this movie was did super well at the box office.
I mean, that probably incentivized the decision, if we're being
probably did. But because it is a movie, the stuff it cuts out, stuff it has to maybe rush through, I'd still say it's an excellent movie and a good depiction of the arc. I'm probably not going to use my solo S tier on it just yet. We're going to see what sort of comes up later on. I'm going to put it there.
Top of A.
Not top of A, high A.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, right above Blubbox.
Yep. I got season 2. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So are we?
This could be weird.
I assume we're including the special as well in this.
Yes, we are including the special. Do you all remember where we put High Card season 1?
I do not remember. It was so long ago.
I am just gonna see if I can quickly check.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Jeez, High Card. Oh man.
God.
This feels like a lifetime ago.
It really does. Here it is. I think.
Oh boy.
It says 2022. That's 2022. Did I even post 2023? Yes, I did. There it is. There it is. I found it. Where is High Card? It is at the bottom of C. I believe
think
we also
season 2
did
is
that.
worse.
I believe we also did that after season 2 had finished, and we were basically like, how much of this is like, how much of our decision here is going to be motivated by the fact that at the end of season 1 we still had some hope, at the end of season 2 we had none left at all?
So, Mill, you want to know where I put High Card on my my tier list? Or my end of year list? I had it as my lowest sequel, below Our Last Crusade, which hadn't even finished.
Oh God.
That's crazy. Oh, High Card.
Look, it is a hilarious travesty, but this is what happens when you get too invested in an anime original that has actual promise, unfortunately.
I kind of want to put it at the top of D.
I will endorse that decision wholeheartedly.
It makes me sad, but yeah, I mean...
The only reason it's not lower is because the special was actually kind of decent.
The special at least followed through on its promise of giving a VJ an episode.
Yeah, and it was good, so...
That is what saves it from the bottom of D. God
damn it, High Card. I love you, but I hate you so much.
Why are you doing you're doing your Helga impression now?
Okay. the original Tsundere.
Yes.
Hokkaido gals are super adorable.
I have this right below Acro Trip on my list, so I'd say put it in C there, right there.
Alright. How I attended an all-guys mixer.
I'd say D on this one, personally.
I didn't watch it past the first episode, so it's up to you. Were you more or less bored by Earth than it?
I'd put it above Bye Earth, honestly. I did have it above Buchigiri, but at the same time, like, number is also skewing Buchigiri high.
Numbers' opinion of Buchigiri puts it higher than it necessarily would be if it was just you. I parry everything.
God, this show is just the same joke over and over and over and over again unto oblivion. Not even a funny way. Fuck, where'd I put it? Oh, a couple spots below All Guys Mixer, who'd have thought. So, between that and Bye Earth, then.
Wow, a show that runs its one joke into the ground in a not very funny manner? I wonder what that would be like. Cough, cough, Sleepy Princess.
Hey, Sleepy Princess at least had some variety.
It didn't. It really didn't.
I watched the whole thing. I watched more than you. I have more authority on this.
That is true. He did watch more.
Only because I wanted to blow my head off with a shotgun after like 4 episodes of it. And that was during the COVID dark days. I didn't have much choice. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability.
Oh, this was such fun trash. Where did I put it? Okay, Actually, put it near Salad Bowl. I'd say, like, the animation stuff really brings it up, but it has some really, weird elements that bring it down, so that does average it out to C.
That sounds like archery to me.
Yeah, I'd honestly put it above archery.
That's fine. I'm fine putting it above archery. But what you said about archery sounds about how we summed up... What you said about this sounded like how we summed up archery.
Sounds pretty familiar.
It has far better production values than archery.
Archery wasn't spectacular, but it was still good, I would argue. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon, aka Danmachi Season 5?
So we are counting the whole of this. This is the only exception to the aforementioned rule, because the last 4 episodes got delayed.
Alright, so...
Honestly, I feel like
S tier.
Yeah, I agree. Like bottom of S, but still S.
Yeah, I think it's S. I
don't know if this is the best arc in Danmachi. I think probably the Xenos arc is a bit better, but it's still really good.
I'd put season 4 above season 5, but not by a lot.
Seasons 3 and 4 I think are a bit better, but
yeah,
like this is a really good character study on Freya and her relationships with basically the rest of the cast.
yeah, it's really really good.
I mean, you put fucking season 4 in S tier, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Where did I put Don Machi on? Did I not rank it? Or do I? Oh, no. It's number 8. Yep. Yeah, I think S is more than fitting. There were a lot of good sequels last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I apparently didn't watch many of them.
Wow, you just had really bad luck, Mel. I'm sorry. Sorry you had to learn this way.
Up next, Ishura, season 1.
Yeah, I just have to rely so much on my memory and my ranking list for this. Fuck. Okay, I had this right below Dungeon People and right above Cherry Magic, so, I'd probably put it either low... I'd say high C. I'd put it right between, right above Autry.
Determined to push Atrid down, eh?
Correct.
Jellyfish
Oh, boy.
can't swim in the night. Oh,
I'd probably
boy.
put this right next to Girls Band Cry.
It's only appropriate.
Yeah.
That's
Do we
fair.
put it above or below, though, is the question.
Personally, I put it above, but you
I
guys need to give your
would
take.
probably agree. I feel like I ended up liking the quartet from Jellyfish more than I did the quintet from Girls Band Cry.
They do split the focus a bit better. However, I do think the last arc is a lot more forced in this than it is in Girls Band Cry, I think. Just because, like, the artificial conflict between the two leads is a bit more just dumb.
What are you counting as the final arc of Girls Band Cry, though? Because those last last episode or two was not great. And
I mean,
also
it's in
felt
both
forced.
shows. I just think, yeah.
I think the
mistake
issue, I think the difference is, I feel like Jellyfish actually resolved that arc at least, whereas Girls Band Cry didn't really, I think.
I think the biggest issue in Jellyfish was just kind of like, besides, kind of glossing over the issues Kano had with her mom, just kind of like sidestepping any actual source of conflicts between the two leads by like not really illustrating how they resolve their conflict very well. Girls Band Cry also had a lot of issues.
I mean, I would argue Girls Band Cry did that with Nina's parents, though. At least her father.
Yeah, no, both of these shows just really struggled to stick the landing, I think.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with them being together. I personally think Jellyfish would be slightly above, but yeah, like
they're both basically even in terms of how good their music is and their production values. So yeah, it really does come all down to the characters and story.
Yeah.
Kaiju number 8.
Are we gonna go high A or low S on this one?
I'm gonna say, me personally, mid A. Looking at what we've got at the moment.
Okay. Because we haven't really reached the peaks of Kaiju number 8 yet, anyways.
Again,
No,
it's in a similar situation to the likes of Blue Box and Elusive Samurai, and I ranked it as such. I mean, in my list, I had Blue Box, then Jellyfish, then Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm absolutely not advocating for it to be below Jellyfish on this list, but I also wouldn't put it above Blue Box personally. As said, I think sort of around here is where I'm thinking.
I'd say above Alia, but below Blue Box, probably.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good place for it. I personally liked it a bit more than Blue Box, but that's my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's fair that they go next to each other just because they're both in a similar place of their narrative where it's like it's good, it's very good, but it's not like we haven't gotten to peak yet.
Yeah. Kinoko Inu Mushroom Pup.
Still need to watch this.
I liked this weird-ass show. I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily spectacular, but I did definitely enjoy my time with it. It's a weird show. It's a really weird show, but it's a nice, cute show with some pretty interesting things to say about grief. In my list, it is 2 below Demon Lord 2099. So I'm probably going to just put it above 365 Days, put it below Jellyfish and Girls Band Cry. I'm happy with it there. It's, as I said, it's a good show. I wouldn't say it's spectacular by any stretch. Laid Back Camp Season 3.
I love this show. It's so cozy and fun. Where did I put it? Fairly high. I put it right above Tomizaki. So I'd say, yeah, that seems fitting. Right above Tomizaki.
Alright.
Y'all need to get around to watching some Comp.
Loner Life in Another World.
Oof. A lot lower on this one. This one is pretty mediocre.
That's sounding like low C, high D to me.
This is the third lowest show I finished, so yes.
That's sounding like at the very least, like near the bottom of C, maybe high D. Depends on how you're feeling.
I did put it above Buchigiri, but I did also
Again.
drop Buchigiri, so...
Where did you put it in relation to Dahlia? Where did you put it in relation to All Guys
Below
Mixer?
both of those. Well, All Guys Mixer was above. It was above almost everything I dropped.
Again, it is
So
up to
I'd
you whether it
say-
goes bottom of C or if it goes top near the top of D.
Let's... Do I want to put above or below the glorious trash fire that is High Card Season 2?
I personally would like to keep High Card the top of D, so if you put it
Yeah,
above,
I
I'm
want to
probably
keep.
gonna
I think High Card deserves its crown.
Yeah.
Its stinky crown.
So if you put it above High Card, I'm probably going to drop it in C, at least for the time being.
Let's keep it bottom of C for the time being, then.
Alright. The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant used to be arch enemies. Again, I sort of watched this late, so I don't think I've ranked it. I
have it
liked it,
decently high.
mostly because of the swearing girl, if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably C.
Yeah, I'd say high C.
Probably above archery then.
Yeah, I think I have it pretty high above Autry on my list.
What about
Though, to be
salad
fair, I
bowl?
ranked Autry substantially lower.
Yes. What about salad bowl then? And Blue Me Bro?
I believe it's above both of those.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Currently third place in C.
Yeah, that works for me.
Magie Lumiere, Magical Girls Incorporated. So I had this a couple above Demon Lord 2099. My instinct is probably to keep it in B for now.
I'm inclined to agree.
You had it above or below Demon Lord?
A couple above.
I think I also had it either just above Demon Lord or a couple spots below. Yeah, just a couple spots below it.
I mean, I'm happy putting it either side of Demon Lord.
I'd say put it right below Demon Lord, personally.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I liked Magie Lumiere, but again, it's another one of those where there's a lot sort of... Because there is definitely a Season 2 coming, there was a lot sort of left...
On the table?
On the table, yeah, not a huge amount of focus on, and we'll just have to see where it comes. But again, I definitely still liked it. I like Kana for sure.
Yeah. Great cast.
Maka-ine, Too Many Losing Heroines. I'm just going to scroll my way up here because I'm guessing it's going to be at least A, if not S.
I'd say S.
I'd say, yeah, it's probably S. I don't know where in S, but it's S.
This was, I think, like my third or fourth favorite show of the year. So
Really? Okay. I mean,
yeah,
it'd
it
go
was
pretty
number
high
3 for me. It was number 3.
Yeah. I'd personally
I put it
put
right below Dawn to Dawn.
Okay. I personally probably put it below Danmachi, but I'm okay with putting it above.
Arcane is just a really fun take on a rom-com, honestly.
Yeah.
The many sides of voice actor radio.
Where did I put this one? Oh, fairly high up, actually.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah. I put it a couple slots above Bartender.
Bartender. I put it pretty close to Bartender there.
You want to put it above or below?
Above. For the Yuri.
Yes.
Right? Mayanaka Punch.
Did you wind up finishing this number?
Not yet. I still intend to.
Damn. Where did I put this one?
That said, I did enjoy what I've watched of it, so.
Oh, okay. I actually had it a couple spots above Seventh Time Loop.
So probably somewhere in B.
Yeah. I did have it above voice actor radio, so I'd say probably right around there somewhere.
Above 365 days.
Let me see. Yeah, I did have it above both of those. So yeah, right above 365 days. It's a fun show. The OP is catchy as fuck too.
Alas, we are not ranking OPs.
We could rank OPs at some point.
It would just be a little difficult to do and avoid copyright.
Well, we wouldn't have to play them. We just have to do our homework and listen to them beforehand.
I'm not good at homework.
Neither am I, but that would be the necessity for such a thing.
Mecha Ude Mechanical Arms. I have this above Elusive Samurai and below Sign of Affection.
I have it substantially lower than either. I'd still say it's an A tier show, though. A or B tier at the very lowest.
I mean, definitely not. I'm not saying as low as B. I'm even with where I've ranked it. I would probably say A. Yeah, it's got
I wouldn't
sort of.
Yeah, I'd say A is perfectly
S.
reasonable.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere in A.
I'm thinking probably closer to the top. As I said, I've got it above Blue Box. So
I don't think it merits being above Blue Box, personally.
I would at least put it above Kaiju number 8, so there we go.
That's fine.
Alright, fine. Meiji Gekken 1874. So, Jack,
are we putting this in D tier or E tier?
I know you wanted to put this in S tier, but I don't know.
Oh, can it?
I mean,
this is the worst show I finished.
This isn't. I haven't ranked this as the worst show I've finished. I put it above Aqua Trip and Ranma just for the historical aspect alone.
Yeah, but it has a dog shit ending, though.
It's not got a great ending, and there's some really weird logical inconsistencies along the way. I will agree to put it in D because it probably deserves it. But I do want to put it above All Guys Mixer at least.
Alright, I will concede to that. I did drop All Guys Mixer after all, and I didn't drop this.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted
From
it to
one
be good.
anime original done to another. Jesus Christ.
Oh boy, Metallic Rouge.
Okay, alright. I kind of have an agenda against this show, so I want to hear what you guys say first.
The agenda must be maintained at all costs, huh?
I mean, here's the thing. I didn't even finish it because basically I got to sort of the mid-season point and heard about how far off the cliff it was going and went, I've got better uses for my time.
And then you heard Number and me talking about it.
And I agreed. I have better uses for my time.
Jack, what do you think?
It's 40.
God, this
it's
is like
40,
one of the most.
It's 41 out of 48 for me.
I put it higher on the list than I definitely should have. God.
I'm going to be completely honest with the two of you. I have half a mind to put it in pit of shame, but
Ooh.
I don't think it's objectionable enough to be there. But I do think it should be.
But you have to understand, okay? When they start shilling when Bones starts shilling an original anime for their freaking anniversary, and it looks so cool, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
For the potential it wasted, I'm happy to put it at the above Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School in E, but I agree with Jack. I don't think it should go in Pit of Shame.
It's a shame we should reserve for the truly objectionable, heinous shit.
My mind agrees that it shouldn't go with Pit of Shame, but my heart is what's fighting that right now.
I get it. I still think it should be an E tier at worst.
Yeah.
Like, if I were feeling particularly generous, I'd say D tier, but yeah.
I'm happy putting it in E.
It is the disappointment of last year.
It can be King of E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it be King of the Ashes.
Yeah. I'm sure we have a couple other shows we can wind up putting in E as well. But...
Oh, I'm sure we will. The next show isn't one of them, though, because it is Mission Yozakura Family. At least I don't think so. Wait.
Misfit.
Misfit. Why is it that I like that on my list? I don't know. Misfit Demon King Academy Season 2 Part 2. Why did I put that on the... Oh, god damn it.
I don't know. This was one of the weaker sequels, especially compared to the first half of the second season. Where did I put it? The animation did suffer at points, too. I'd probably say... This is hard, because... The next lowest sequel I have that's already been placed is Demon Slayer, and that's in fucking A tier. But I also conceded that it was higher than I had already ranked that, so... I'd say top of C with this one.
Alright. Now!
I need to kill my darlings sometimes.
Now Mission Yozakura Family.
Where did I put this bastard? Okay.
It was born out of wedlock?
Hardy fucking har. No, it was not.
I thought it was funny, Mel.
On that subject, I've got a couple of friends who are a couple, and they are engaged, but they have not yet gotten married, and they just got a puppy, and we joked that the puppy was a bastard because they got her before they got married. And one of my friends covered the puppy as like, don't call her a bastard.
So I have this ranked right below voice actor radio, but it is substantially below bartender. I'm pretty sure it's below bartender.
So
no, actually, it's a couple spots above bartender, so we can just sandwich it right in between those two.
Yeah.
Mr. Villain's Day Off.
Oh,
this was nice and fun.
This is such a delightful show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hugely substantive, but it's still just so nice and cozy.
Oh, it feels good. I feel happy watching this show.
Yeah, I had this between Magia Lumiere and Demon Lord.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy sandwiching them and sandwiching it in the middle there because it was a really nice cute show, not a huge amount of substance, and it had some weird ass segments. Like how the hell did the show invest me in a fucking tree romance?
That's so fucking funny. I didn't realize what it was doing at first, and I was like, oh my god, it's actually doing this. That's so funny. That's awesome.
Just fucking weird. So weird. I mean, I'll give it props because it succeeded, but still so weird. Anyway, Mushoku Tensei drops Reincarnation Season 2 Part 2. Going in bit of shade.
Do we put above or below Attack on Titan?
I'd say above.
Below.
You gotta remember, Bill, there's slavery apology in this.
I mean, arguably so is there in the Attack on Titan.
They ruined my favorite character, and they just ruined any chance of me ever giving. They wasted my time. Okay, I finished Attack on Titan. Okay,
Attack on Titan didn't waste your time.
Not entirely, but Mushoku Tensei absolutely did. I put below. I fucking
Fine,
despise
I'll put it below.
this show.
I'll put it below.
I despise this show. Plus, they don't have Sawano, okay? AOT at least has Sawano.
Sawano does elevate AOT ever so slightly.
Honestly, I think
at
it
least,
elevates it
and the
even
other
more
thing
than
is,
slightly,
at
but...
least this signals that Attack on Titan is finally over. Mushoku Tensei is probably going to continue going for at least a few more years.
It still infuriates me that an entire fucking anime studio was built specifically to make Mushoku Tensei and to make it look fucking good.
Well, at least it's not. At least it's not just stuck on Mushoku Tensei. At least,
yeah.
At least
I know, but still, it bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, why are they putting so much sauce into fucking Mushoku Tensei?
Anyway, my dear friend Nokatan.
Shika noko 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 koshita.
I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it.
Shika.
Say like mid B probably.
Yeah, I'd say I'd say the OP elevates is a bit higher in B. I'd put it right below the girl band shows.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Put the weird animal theme show with the other weird animal theme show. Go for it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
My Hero Academia Season 7.
This is honestly the strongest Hiraka's been in a while. I'd say this is like a pretty high A.
Yeah, I'd also say high A, for sure.
Where in A though do we want to put it?
Above or below B stars?
I'd say put it below B stars.
Okay.
I'd say B stars was a bit more consistent because there were a couple lulls in the Hiraka.
Okay.
You're on the movie. Sorry.
My Hero Academia, you're next.
Okay, so so a bit of context. My boyfriend, who has never touched My Hero Academia at all, was just so enamored with the idea of an evil All Might that he watched the movie with me without touching the series at all, and we both came out loving it. So
that's
fair
fine.
enough.
It's great.
No, this is a surprisingly good movie. Dark Might is such an entertaining villain. This is the type of villain that has his dramatic speech and everything, and then everyone's going, he's like an evil All Might, like Dark Might, and then he's like, Dark Might, yes, that's genius. Everyone, you have to start calling me Dark Might now.
Oh,
that is unironically a scene in this movie.
My god,
he is so entertaining, and I absolutely loved it. It's very, very fun. I'd probably put it like I guess right next to season 7.
That is completely fair.
Above or below?
Probably like probably below. Just because it is a movie.
It is a movie.
But
okay.
like
this is so non-canon it hurts.
It's just really, really good. It was surprisingly good. Like you hear Dark Might, and I'm like, oh, that sounds stupid as hell. But he is so entertaining in that movie.
Here's the only thing that I think I haven't watched the movie. I don't know if this happened, but if it did, the movie is amazing. Toshinori, if he heard, yes, call me Dark Might, he needed to say, call me Light Might. Especially if he's in his thin form.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe he said that. Maybe he did in the dub. I don't know.
Would make me laugh. Mysterious disappearances.
This is one of those ones that had a really annoying anime original ending. Which, I don't dislike anime original endings if they can just, manage to keep things in line with the source material because, whatever reason they couldn't do, like, a continued adaptation because they end in the middle of an arc or whatever. But, like, this was just annoying and insulting. I think I would put this probably in D tier.
D for D cups?
Those are not D cups. Those are much bigger.
I know they are, but look, it was a struggle even trying to think of a way to go. So are we thinking E cups, F cups? Because we don't even have F tier. We have Pit of Shame. Pit of Shame cups doesn't work. Damn it.
No, it doesn't. Fuck. I still liked it more than Meiji Gekken, but I will concede to putting it right below High Card.
Alright. Nade, cheer for you.
So you want to put this bottom of C or in D tier?
I had this below Metallic Rouge.
Fucking hell. I do not think it deserves to go in E tier.
I'm not necessarily saying in E tier. It's more in E tier because of Numbers' sheer hatred for it. Which is understandable.
A pretty hateful boner. Look, we all have our own special hate boners for things.
Yeah.
Numbers' hate boner is for Metallic Rouge, and I don't blame her.
But I am probably going to say somewhere around here. Do I think it was... I'll put it above Bye Bye Earth, but I'm not putting it higher.
I would also say put it above I Parry Everything.
Fine.
Personally.
Okay.
I have a little bit of... Just a tiny bit of spite for I Parry Everything.
Okay.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Look,
On the other end of the spectrum.
I mean, yeah, look, I have similar feelings in the sense that for Naru that Number has for Metallic Rouge, in that this had potential and it fucking threw it away by being shit at writing. So yeah.
I mean, yes, I know you also have a hate boner, but it is not as large or hateful as
no, that's I've not really got like that distinct sense of hatred for anything on the list. Yes.
I'm trying to think like anything on the list that I have like a special hatred of. I'm having trouble finding one. Yeah, no. Nothing's coming to mind off the top of my head.
Anyway, negative, positive, angler.
Number, do you think this should go in S or high A?
I
think this is an A tier show. I would put it below about half the stuff in A, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put an S. I'd probably say like mid A.
I'd say probably like around Reincarnated Aristocrats.
Yeah, around there.
Probably like right above it.
Yeah.
Alright. Nier Automata version 1.1a part 2. I've now finished this. S tier.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
To be brutally honest, if I had finished this in time for the the discussion and awards anime of 2024 stream, this would be my sequel of the year.
Yeah.
God damn.
I finished this last night. It fucking broke me. The show that can break me as hard as this did last night deserves to be an S.
Where in S do you want to put it, is the question.
I know I just said I'd put it above Dangers of My Heart for sequel of the year, but am I willing to put it that high?
I mean, I haven't watched enough of it to say one way or another, so I can't really be partial.
I mean,
put
it this way: this is the best legit video game adaptation I've ever seen.
Interesting.
I mean, low bar, but
it's a low bar, but I would say it also clears that bar.
Stupendously. I do think it absolutely clears most adaptations in general.
Genuinely, I think this could be used as a substitute for the game. I wouldn't recommend it because I think the game is also spectacular. But I think
they both complement each other.
Yeah, if you weren't willing to play the game, you could absolutely watch this and still understand the story of Nier Automata, still love the characters, and still get incredibly invested in the characters. And the changes they make are, they're interesting. They actually work. I liked the changes, except for the fact that they kill off characters that should have lived.
Well,
those poor resistance camp members.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
I can't tell if they did Pascal more or less dirty than the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, I was genuinely crying at the end. Fuck it, I'm putting it there. I'm putting it above Dangerous in my heart.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
I don't got a problem with that.
I don't think the next one's going to go nearly as high.
Nina, the Starry Bride. That seems mean to Nina. You didn't need to say
I mean, in fairness,
like that.
I don't think it deserves S tier. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a pretty comfortable C tier show.
Oh, boy.
I have it right between Dr. Release and Acro Trek.
Okay. We've got Cherry Magic in the middle of that, so...
I'd put it below Cherry Magic.
Okay.
Easiest compromise.
Yeah. Ninja Kamui.
Probably low B, high C.
I had heard mixed things about this one.
It had a pretty strong start, and it did fall off a fair bit. It was never bad. Trying to think about what's my highest rated thing in C. Do I not have anything? Okay, it's definitely better than Bushigiri. I'd probably say maybe high C.
Is the animation good enough to justify it being any higher?
Not.
The
peaks of its animation, yeah, but it's not consistent enough with that, especially in the latter half.
I suggest putting it below Reincarnated, Seventh Prince, because that one is consistently very well animated.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Fair enough. No longer allowed in another world.
This was surprisingly decent. I'd probably put bottom of B, probably.
I will say we're making pretty good time on this.
Yeah.
I'd put it below Bartender, but above Ninja Kamui for sure.
I mean,
that's fair.
Put it there.
Yeah.
It's hard to really tell, considering you haven't.
Because I haven't seen a lot of these shows here towards the middle, so it's
and Jack hasn't watched No Longer Allowed in Another World, so it's a difficult one to really say. But yeah, Oblivion Battery. Boo. I genuinely found that humor mostly offensively bad.
God damn! Holy shit, man!
So above or below Ghoul School?
It's above Ghoul School.
Okay.
Ghoul School was genuinely distasteful at points.
Ghoul School had weird pervert humor that I don't believe Oblivion Battery had. Oblivion Battery was just bad. So, run of 3 One Pieces. First, regular One Piece, aka the Egghead Island stuff.
The OP alone brings it up to S.
I mean, it's Egghead. I'd put it in S regardless, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. The question is where in S it goes.
Yeah.
And, like, whenever they pop off with the animation, they pop the fuck off with the animation. Oh, fucking hell. Honestly, like, I'd say right below Dangerous in my heart. As a completely unbiased person who doesn't adore One Piece, clearly. God. It's so good.
Have you even watched One Piece, Jack?
Yes, I have!
No, he's a fake fan, dude. He only looks at the fight scenes on Twitter.
I have been consistently watching the anime weekly since Wano, damn it. I have to binge
only
before that,
Wano.
but still.
Where were you for East Blue, damn it?
Yeah.
I'm consistently watching the anime. I've been current on the manga for over 15 fucking years, bitch.
Where were you when Romance Dawn came out, Jack?
Yeah, where were you with that?
You could have looked at the pictures.
I
Yeah.
would not have comprehended, damn you.
One Piece fan letter.
S tier.
Yeah, S tier for sure. Above or below the main series?
I'd say... This is like Megumi Ishitani just styling on fucking everyone for 25 minutes. It's really good. But it is just a single special.
Yeah. I'd probably put it like right below the main series.
Yeah, I'd say that's perfect.
I think in like isolation, it's better than like. I mean, it's. I can't really rate it that way. Never mind. It's weird.
Yeah. The Fishman Island remake. I put this in A tier just because like Fishman Island stuff is a lot weaker than Egghead. But it's still an A tier.
But where in A though?
That's the question, isn't it? Right below Alia, I'd say. Actually, no. Above Kaiju number 8.
Okay.
Alright.
Like, Fishman Island tackles some really heavy topics, so... And it does so in a really good way. Oh, hey, look, another S tier.
About the movement of the Earth.
I'm saying S tier.
Yeah, no, S tier.
Alright. I'm gonna say low S tier.
That is completely fine by
That's
me.
fine.
Even if it's the bottom vest, it's still S in my mind.
It's
I'll
absolutely
put it below
still S.
down.
Wait, did we have Makine above or below Danmachi?
Below.
Oh, okay.
Oshinoko Season 2. You're really gonna have to separate your feelings for the manga from this one, Jack.
Yeah.
Nowhere. In that case, I would say it low S, high A.
Yep. I think low S.
I'd say bottom of S then.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yes. Like, separating my feelings from the manga as much as possible.
Yeah.
God. It is going to be a time when the anime adaptation of that arc is going to, come out.
The internet will be interesting for sure.
That's one word for it.
The Osan newbie adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible.
This is what I Parry Everything wishes it could be. I had this below Magical Girl and Evil Lieutenant, so... Where is that?
C. Relatively high in C, but still C.
What else did I have? I also had a couple spots below Nokotan. Which is in B.
There's quite a gap between Nokatan and Magical Girl is the issue.
Yeah, I know. We put it down quite a bit. I also had it right above, or or right around the voice actor radio, which is also in B. I'd say bottom of B then.
Alright.
Like yeah, very bottom.
Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World Season 2. I still don't understand how this got a Season 2.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I'd say low C on this one. It is not as bad as High Card Season 2, but it's still the second worst sequel I watched, and it also just the production imploded so badly it took almost a full ass year for it to come back.
Oh, it has come back.
It's coming back next month.
Yeah, yeah, I actually saw that like yesterday. I'm like, oh wow, it's actually coming back.
So yeah, I'd put it right above Buchigiri.
Alright. Pseudo Harem.
This one was a cute one.
Yeah. Another one that I don't necessarily feel comfortable ranking.
Yeah, you didn't finish this one. I had this one a couple slots below Salad Bowl. But I think I want to put it right below Magical Girl and Evil Lieutenant.
Alright, I'm fine.
Actually, no, right above that.
I'm okay with that. Quality Assurance in Another World.
This one is really let down by ending on the sudden cliffhanger. Because otherwise it's a pretty fun show. I had this one right below Bartender. But my ambivalence to the cliffhanger ending does kind of drag it down a little bit. I will say... What do I put in relation to the stuff I have in C? Incarnate as Prince, for example. It's a bit above those, so I'd say bottom of B.
Our Sun Newbie Adventure is your show.
Yeah, right below that.
Alright.
The cliffhanger does bring it down a tiny bit.
Ragnar Crimson Core 2.
Where do we want to put this one number?
Hmm.
There was some really good stuff, but it was kind of let down by the animation quality.
That's my biggest issue because like I really like this show, but I wish it were better animated.
Apparently, the artwork in the manga is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, I have the first volume.
I mean, we'll be talking about another fucking show that's similar to this then.
Oh boy, which one?
It's a long way down the list, but you'll know it when we get to it, if you don't already.
God. Oh god. Oh god. Now I remember.
Yeah. But that's a discussion for another time, or at least for another sort of hour.
I'd say like mid to high B.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Where do you want to put it though?
I'd probably put it above Nokotan. I don't know if you want to put it anywhere else specific.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's put it above the meme show, but below the band shows.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
Look,
see...
he may have killed the pretty dragons, but the pretty dragons were fucking bastards, okay?
So, Ragnar Crimson Core 1, I believe, was near the top of B as well.
Oh, that's some good synergy right there.
I believe it was between Tonikawa and Dark Gathering.
Meep, cannot fix a sociopath.
You really can't. Don't bother trying. Ranma 1/2. Oh boy.
I know you have substantially more negative feelings on this than either of us, Mel.
Yeah.
This is probably the closest thing I've got to a hateful boner.
In fairness, it is a pretty hateful boner.
This is my lowest ranked finished show.
Fucking hell, this is like upper middle of my list.
There may have been a little bit of recency bias in there, but I still didn't enjoy it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It just wasn't for you, and it's especially frustrating because there were things you genuinely liked about the
Yeah.
show, and then the negatives like just make it much worse. Because like, why couldn't you, just be more like the stuff that you actually enjoyed?
Part of it is that yes, I can absolutely see like the core of the show and think this is actually a really good core, and I'm imagining the ways that it could take. And of course it doesn't take them, because it's, 40-year-old manga now.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a substantially better series if it were made by a creator who was, or if it was made more recently by a more open-minded creator.
I mean, let me just check something.
Like, far be it for me to say that Rumiko Takahashi isn't necessarily open-minded, but like, I do mean a creator more open to exploring queer themes.
Yeah.
When the manga started, the fucking Soviet Union was still around.
Fucking A.
That's a funny benchmark.
I've been watching a lot of clips of Chernobyl on YouTube.
I need to watch that show.
And I'll
probably be traumatized by it, but
I've asked people, and I'm probably going to ask in the main TFS server because I haven't actually gotten any responses in ours. I want to know sort of how in depth they go into depicting the effects of the radiation sickness, because that will make or break it.
It'll be bad, yeah.
If it's too I don't want to see somebody's cells literally breaking down. Okay, I don't. I don't need that in my life.
If you don't mind, while you hash this out, I just need to take a quick bathroom break.
Okay, that's fine.
Where would you put it, Number?
It's really hard because I'm biased. This is a largely superior version of a show that I kind of grew up with. So it's definitely not perfect. Not even the original wasn't perfect for sure. And it's definitely got issues, but it's like I really love like a lot of what this show does. So it's hard for me to be unbiased here. What did I actually rate it on my list? Hold on a second. Man, okay, I put it pretty high. Okay, I'd probably personally put it like a low A. I'm willing to like compromise for mid to high B.
I personally would probably put it below Acro Trip in C. I'm willing to put it higher because of the clear feelings that you have for it. I wouldn't want to put it above Kanoko Inu.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah. What do you think, Jack? Where would you put Ranma?
Well, let's see where I have it in relation to everything that we have here. I have it right above Bartender.
Okay, so like mid B?
Yeah, lower middle B.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
So right above Bartender, I'd say.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Because, there's so much that I do actually quite like about the show. I really do, and it's just...
The martial arts are really fun.
The martial arts are fun. Ranma's female form is cute as a fucking button. I love the panda. I genuinely like when Akane and Ranma actually have, good moments between each other.
Their good moments are so good.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that about the panda, because apparently he has a reputation for being one of the worst anime dads.
That's the thing. He is genuinely one of the worst anime dads. I'm trying to remember, like, if this anime changed anything and cut out like his worst aspects, or
it might
not.
have just not gotten there yet.
It might have not gone there. It might have been a case of he's just not around that much in the anime. So he seems like a shittier dad as a result. Whereas here, he's constantly around in panda form.
It's always hilarious. He's always hilarious. In panda form, and it's great.
It's so funny.
It's still so funny that when he was working for the doctor, he picked up the phone and then suddenly went, "Shit!" raised aside. Pandas don't speak. Oh no.
so good. Oh my god, Genma is a piece of shit, but like, at least in the part that we're at in the anime, he's very, very funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the moments that they have between Akane and Ranma when they are actually, not being dicks to each other. And it is, it's not like Ranma is alone in being a dick to Akane. Akane is a dick to Ranma on a fair few occasions as well. So there's an element of that. I liked the first fucking dude who tried to get between Ranma and Akane. I can't remember his name. I only remember
not Mendo.
What was his name?
I only remember that he was voiced by Jonas Scott in the dub.
he reminds me a lot of Mendo, except a little bit less interesting.
Like, he is dumb as fuck. He is dumb as fuck, but I love him.
Oh yeah, no, he's a total himbo.
Yeah.
But everyone introduced after that just kind of sucked.
Let's see, you got Ryoga, Shampoo, the fucking ice skating fuckers.
Oh
Ryoga.
god, they're the worst. I hate them.
I
They're
mean,
so bad.
look, Ryoga sucks, and I do genuinely hate Ryoga. The ice skaters are worse, at least the male ice skater, because the male ice skater is, like, explicitly says that he is a sexual assaulter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a sex pest. Like, I don't know why.
Like, he outright says girls saying no to him makes it better when he actually kisses them.
He's just so fucking awful
He
as a
sucks.
person.
He is terrible. Anyway, yeah. I wanted Ranma to be better. Anyway, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 3.
S tier.
Yeah.
Look, we got some really good stuff with Subaru, with Amelia, with the Archbishops, with Garfield. I mean, Gorgeous Tiger.
Yeah, Gorgeous Tiger.
God, that fight scene was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Does he hate
We'll be
Mondays?
gushing about that in a few weeks. No, but he might hate this particular Monday, given all the shit that's going on.
If
he's not shown scoffing an entire pan of lasagna down, it's a missed opportunity.
I have it like 4th place on my sequels list, right below Dangers in My Heart. So
Okay, so
I would put it below the One Pieces, but beyond that, I think it's pretty. It's mid S.
I think that's fine. I won't fight that.
Like, the one issue that I have with the first half of ReZero Season 3 is that it's largely setup-based.
Yeah.
But it's really good setup, and it does do a great job of establishing just how fucking terrifying the Archbishops are. Like,
Yeah.
especially Regulus and Capella, fucking horrifying powers, those two.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them have horrifying powers, but... Oh yeah, fucking Sirius. The scene with fucking, Reinhard trying to beat Sirius and just realizing, like, he has accidentally murdered dozens of civilians. God, that's just... Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, ReZero Season 3 is really good.
Yeah.
Red Cat Ramen.
This is all you, Mel.
So is this your soul S?
It's not. I love Red Cat Ramen, but God, is that animation ugly.
Oh, so it's a pit of shame then, gotcha.
Yeah, pit of shame.
You know what the worst thing is? I've
Yeah.
seen this key visual so many times now, because in the fucking gacha game for it, one of the mini games you can do is a jigsaw, and this is the jigsaw image.
Gotcha.
There's a gacha for it. It's
As long as you're not paying for anything, you're
yeah,
fine.
no, that's the thing. The thing you get through the gachas is fucking furniture. I don't give a shit about furniture. I'm not paying money for furniture.
I mean, I am in no position to judge gacha behavior because
same.
I've committed the worst sins you can do with a gacha.
Paying money for it.
I'm just surprised that there is one.
Yeah, no, it's wild that there is a gacha.
101 available in fucking English.
Yeah, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. I'm still playing it. I'm still trying to do daily stuff.
Look, I'm not going to judge you on the gacha stuff because I play FGO, so I have zero room to judge.
But like I said,
I play like 5 gachas, and I'm going to be playing 2 more later this year. So.
Oh, I mean, I'm fairly sure there is actually a Haikyuu one coming out in English. That one I might suffer on.
Yeah.
Mill, do not fall down that rabbit hole. You will die. That's
one
what
I might suffer on. We'll see. I've got
that is hell you're walking into.
I've got this just below Dungeon People. I'll put it just below Dungeon People.
So top of B then, basically.
Right at the top of B. Yeah, I really like it. It's probably not an A-tier show, to be honest.
I want to watch it at some point.
It's a good little show. I do enjoy it, and I'm still reading the manga for it. I do really like the manga for it. It's a lot of fun. It's just, the animation is not good. But speaking of A-tier shows, at the very least, Ron Kamonahashi's Forbidden Deductions Season 2.
I put this pretty high in A, to be honest.
I probably would
really
as well,
good.
to be honest. I really like this.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm impressed by how much you guys enjoy this one.
It's a good show.
It's insane how good the show actually is, because it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work, but it does.
I wasn't like crazy on it like at first, but like the more it goes on and the more I got used to the characters, the more it establishes like its plot. It's like, wow. I mean, it's a good show.
I mean, here's the thing: if you remove the comedy, even without that, it's still an incredibly competent detective show.
Yeah,
like it's still probably at the very least a high B, low A tier detective show. You add in the comedy, which, as I said, it shouldn't work as well as it does, but it does. It works really well. Then it is a fairly high A tier show.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm probably gonna say either above or below Mecha Ude.
Yeah, I'd probably put it above Mecha Ude.
Okay. I think it's in a similar position. I think it's in a similar position it was last year, actually. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. I was the only one who watched this. This was my highest ranked not finished show, because I did actually
That's a good question. I don't know, because I haven't watched the show.
Yeah,
I watched a few episodes, and it was alright. It was
alright. It was a fairly serviceable video game adaptation. I do
also
think
have a question about one of the mysteries in Ron-Com.
I think it did a decent enough job at translating, the video game mechanics to the anime. I don't think the story or most of the characters were particularly good to begin with, so I'm not, I don't think the anime did that. I just don't think they're very good in the game either, probably.
Oh no.
Bottom of C, or around the bottom of C. Don't think it'd go higher than that, but I'll put it there.
Okay. Also, you have a question in the chat.
Did the girl who killed her stalker in season 1 get released from prison? Which show?
Ron Kamonahashi.
Oh, Kamonahashi.
Pretty sure.
Kamonahashi? Was there a girl who killed a stalker in season 1?
If it was in season 1, I do not remember. I'm trying to think. Well, actually, no. I'm vaguely remembering that now. Either way, no. I don't think anything like that happened.
Oh well. It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think
Either
so.
way, I don't recall anyone getting released from prison or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't remember any follow-up for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seirei Gensoki, Spirit Chronicles Season 2. Oh boy, we've got a couple of really good shows after this.
Oh boy.
Oh,
we have a lot of good shows
wow,
after
Oh wow, yeah.
And also Shoshimin, but that's not important. I have this right below Misfits, so I would say this is I put it a fair bit further down in C tier, personally.
Right.
I'd probably put it mid C, right below probably right below Salad Bowl.
Salad Bowl. There. Right. Sengoku Yoko.
So this is S tier, right?
I mean, yeah.
I'm going high S tier as well.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would not put it that high in S tier, but I'd still say S tier.
I mean, just taking the series as a whole, it's so good. I
mean, obviously,
I agree with that.
Obviously, it helps. It's a complete story.
Yeah.
To be fair, I will say personally, the sort of
the animation did struggle at points.
Not bad animation, but certainly limited animation. In that, certainly in that second half, and especially the pacing with the fight against the Void people was not amazing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it below A Sign of Affection, but I probably would put it sort of around here.
I would personally put it below Delicious in Dungeon, but I can see y'all are, at least you, Mill, don't agree with that.
I put it above Delicious in Dungeon just because I didn't like Delicious in Dungeon that much, so...
I think there is good. I mean, I had Sengoku Yoko 4th, Sign of Affection 5th.
I had Sign of Affection 8th and Sengoku Yoko 9th, so...
Yeah, I'm fine putting it there.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with it.
Senpai is an Otoko Noko.
Yeah, that's another S tier.
Yep.
I will hear no argument.
There you will get no argument from me.
Exactly.
I mean,
have no stand by which to argue, so...
Yeah.
I have this in 3rd above Sengoku Yoko.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I want to put it a little bit higher just because I'm also very conscious of the fact we have, like, 7 sequels in a row at the top of S. I kind of want to break those up a little bit.
I don't think you can, though.
I can. Issue. I can put it there.
You know what? You can put it above ReZero.
I can put it above One Piece and Dangers in My Heart. I'm the one doing the placing.
And you can, just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no grounds with which to disagree on it, just because I haven't seen it. So... But I don't know if it should go that high in S, just because, yeah.
I'd say it does.
Then you need to watch it and disagree with us.
Yeah, exactly.
If you watch it, Jack, and you tell us that you disagree, I will change it retrospectively.
Retroactively, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Don't correct my fucking English. You're not English, I'm English.
Yeah, I'm Irish. I have a right to be sassy to English people.
We have fun here.
Shangri-La Core 2. Season 1 Core 2.
The Weatherman fight was so fucking good.
It is. It is very, very good. I'd say like high A, personally.
Like near the top of A.
Yeah. Maybe like below My Hero.
Yeah. I don't know where we should put in with respect to the hero movie.
Put it right above Bravern.
All right.
Yeah.
And then there's
Shangri-La Frontier Call 1 of Season 2, yeah. I'm just trying to find...
We are being very picky with what we put in S, to be fair. Like, if we weren't being picky with what we put in S, then we would have a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, like, S is currently 2 shows down from A.
Yeah, again, this is us being picky.
Yeah. I put the first half of season 2 like right next to season 1.
Yeah,
Probably.
I would put it just below because I think the opening is a bit weaker.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. It's fine.
Look, the second opening of season 2 is fucking incredible, but the
Yeah,
first
but
opening...
I'm thinking about stuff outside of the opening.
So
I
first,
think they're on par with each other outside of it.
Meep, core 2 of season 1 is first, and then core 1 of season 2 is second. It is confusing. There isn't a huge amount we can do about that.
Look closely at the key visuals, and also keep in mind that the fucking second Lycagon fight is only halfway done during the second core.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we're including all of the second season, then this would probably be a little bit different. But
yeah, unfortunately, we can only include half of the Lycagon fight, so that does limit it.
Yep.
Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. Talk about another show where the ending dragged it down quite a bit.
Oh, I'd say D tier. Either low C or high D. I have it right below Nare Nare.
Yeah. I've got it above Major Gekken and Acro Trip. Below Cherry Magic. I'm not saying put it above Acro Trip. I'm trying to decide whether I would put it in C still. I think I probably would. I think even...
Would you put it above or below Buchikiri, though?
Probably above Buchigiri.
Above.
I would put it... Yeah. That seems about fair.
Because there was still some...
It is kind of a fucking train wreck.
There was still some good stuff before that train wreck of an ending.
Yeah.
Shy Season 2.
Do you want to go low A with this one? I think this one's a pretty good low A.
I'm trying to remember Season 2. I know I had my issues with the ending.
Yeah.
But there was also quite a bit to like about the season.
I really
the
like
strength of the overall season does compensate for the weakness of the ending. Also, we will be reorganizing some of this later, so some stuff that's high in A might go in S, depending on how we feel. We're gonna have to shuffle some tiers around for sure.
Probably.
We're still not done. We still have like a couple dozen shows left.
Yeah. We still got all the T's and down to go. And still like half of the S's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy
we
to
still
put
have a few
it low.
shows that are going S tier.
I'm happy putting it low end of A.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I said low end of A rather than just like tossing it in A in general. I'd probably put it.
I'd personally probably say bottom of A.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have the production values to hold up to Demon Slayer, unfortunately.
Exactly. It just that's like my main issue. Like the production values just aren't all that great.
Subject to production values.
Speaking of production values,
yeah,
it's a very pretty show that unfortunately does not have much substance.
Yeah, this is all flash.
It's from what you said, it's Demon Slayer taken to the absolute extreme on both ends of great production values, not great story.
This is what happens when A1 Pictures hires Hiroyuki Sawano and flexes the fuck out of their animation team.
Yeah. God. I don't know, mid to low B?
I'd say mid-high B.
Okay.
I'd put it at least above Ragnar Crimson because it does have much better production values. Sorry to dunk on it, but...
I mean... Yeah, but Ragnar Crimson has the better story.
I mean, low bar, but still.
I mean, low bar, but still. I personally probably put it between Ragnar Crimson and
No
Nokotan. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
All right.
Okay. Cool. If this were season 2, I'd be going a bit differently, but
Season 2 would probably be low A.
yeah, because I'm really liking season 2, and its story is a few steps up.
Spice and Wolf. Merchant meets the wise wolf.
Ah, good old Spice and Wolf. Where did I put this thing?
Again, not one that I can necessarily rank. Because
I had it between Mr. Villain's Day Off and Seventh Time Loop. So,
That's seeming like sort of mid to high B.
Yeah, I'd say put it... honestly, right below Nokotan.
Okay. Spy and Family Code White.
A tier, I think, on this one. It's a really fun
so.
movie.
It's really good. It's surprisingly good for
I'd put it
non-canon anime movie.
I'd put it low A tier for the assumptions it forces the audience to make in terms of Lloyd and yours intelligence.
God.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking hoops they have to jump through logically.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with that
fair.
happening in this non-canon movie, but at the end of the day, it does bring the movie down a little bit for me to have to go. Yeah, Lloyd and Yor were very dumb in this movie if they aren't questioning each other after what they did.
But Mill, consider that your fight though.
That Your fight was very good. A lot of this movie was very good. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I made the trip out to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah.
But I will agree lower on the A scale.
Yeah. I'd put it above Demon Slayer at least.
Yeah. I'd say between Demon Slayer and Tomazaki is probably a good place to put it.
No.
Okay. I'm cool with that. It's an excellent, like, if you want to see a Spy Family movie, this is
what you want from a Spy Family movie.
It is a very good Spy Family movie. As I said, there are just a couple of leaps of logic that just are a bit too
very
far from me.
Yeah.
The stories of girls who couldn't be magicians.
Speaking of questionable leaps of logic, but yeah, this one's a really wonky show. I'd put it in D tier.
Ooh.
Still above Meiji Gekken, though, because honestly, if I were the one ranking this solo, I would have tossed Meiji Gekken in E tier.
What can I say? I like history.
Yes, I know.
Suicide Squad Isekai.
Oh yeah, you couldn't watch this because HBO, Warner Bros. Discovery being bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had this right below Salad Bowl, personally, which would plop it into B tier, I believe.
No, C tier.
No, C tier.
Yeah, C tier.
It's not particularly great as a series, but it is a fun time.
Yeah, it's a fun time. I put it at least high C.
Yeah, high C seems fair. Would you rate it above or below Ninja Kamui?
Definitely above.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, we can put it just right in front of it. That's fine.
Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online, Season 2.
This is such a fun season of this. Fuck, where'd I put it? God, I have such a massive fucking list, and going back to consult it every time can get kind of tiresome. Did I forget to fucking rank this? I might have forgotten to fucking rank this.
It was bound to happen with the amount of shows you had.
Yeah. Okay, where would I want to put it? I'd probably put it below Banished and maybe below Duke of Death and Ragnar Crimson.
You mean no longer allowed in another world?
Mm.
Because Ragnar Crimson is up at the top of being nowhere near Banished and Duke of Death.
I know. It's how I rank things when I was actually putting together the list.
Okay.
My list does fluctuate here and there.
It just confused me for a second because he said below Banished, below Duke of Death, below Ragnar Crimson. I'm like, yeah, of course below Ragnar Crimson. Ragnar Crimson is above the first two.
I'd probably put it right below Duke of Death then.
Okay. Tales of Wedding Rings.
I had this one fairly low. I would probably put it below. Let's put it between Our Last Crusade and Shoshimen.
Right. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, season 3.
Oh yeah.
This is a pretty decent season. I'd probably still be going
Probably low A, maybe high B.
low A, high B is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I like the story more than the Demon Slayer Hashira arc, but the production is much more lackluster by comparison.
What do you think, Number?
Yeah, I probably agree. Like high B?
Yeah. My inclination is probably go high B. This does include the tournament. Tournament was good.
This includes the whole. This is the whole season.
Yeah, this is both cores.
Yeah. We don't really need to split this up because it's all 1 year.
I'd say probably above Red Cap.
Yeah, that's fine. Near the top of B.
Yeah.
It's still really good stuff. It's just the issue is, like, the production values are not great, and the first...
They're not bad, but again, there's...
Yeah. The production values don't measure up to the quality of the story.
And this is...
And the pacing in the first half of the season is a bit wonky, to say the least.
To a certain extent, this is sort of a build-up season after the high of Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because the end of Season 2 was very much sort of the build-up from the start of the show. And, you know, they're having to sort of build that story back up again. You know, planning arcs with, you know, those guys from behind the scenes sort of thing.
If we were just doing the festival and the tournament, it would probably be an A.
I liked the Holy Arc.
The Holy Arc was fun. I just think the pacing was not the best.
That's fair. It was a lot of sort of one-on-one fights, one after another, so it wasn't amazing.
Also, 6 straight episodes of meetings, which, granted, some of them were good, but others were kind of just hit or miss.
'Tis time for Torture Princess.
Oh yeah, this one was, God, this was a full-ass year ago. Where did I put you? Oh, hey, right next to Nokotan. Yeah, this was a very fun, cute show. I remember shilling for it a little bit as well. Nokotan I have in upper mid B. I'd say let's put it right below Spice and Wolf.
Right. Tonari no Yokai-san. This might legitimately be what I use my solo S on if you don't think S.
No, I think S is appropriate for this one.
Cool.
I'd say low S, but still. This is one of the few shows this year to make me cry, so...
I will acquiesce to below Delicious in Dungeon.
Okay, that's the highest I'd be willing to put it.
I don't want to put it low because this was legitimately second for me.
Understandable. Again, I can't blame you. This is one of the few shows that made me cry last year.
It's a really fucking good show.
Yeah.
Tombo. This is all me. I'm going to go. God, there are so many of the shows that I actually did watch right there at the top of B.
Pluto was actually 2023, and yes, that show also made me cry.
Pluto, I believe, was like maybe second or third on the list in 2023.
It was an S tier.
It was definitely an S tier. I mean, the only reason it didn't get picked as Anime of the Year was probably because I didn't watch it, and we all watched Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it where it is on my list, which is below Red Cat Ramen. Tombo was good in parts. Really kicked off in that second core though. That's what keeps it up in B that high. Tower of God, Return of the Prince.
So the second one is actually Return of the Prince. The first one is Workshop Battle.
Whoops. Oh well. I'm the wrong way around.
It's fine. It's fine.
There were two of them, and I didn't distinguish very well between them in my document.
Understandable. Like, Return of the Prince is also the weaker of the two, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'd probably... So, Return of the Prince is C tier. Where in C tier is a good question. I would probably put it below Blue Nmbr at the very least. Actually, no. Let's put it below Nina. And below Acro Trip.
Alright.
Workshop Battle is substantially better. That one goes bottom of B.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah, bottom B.
Mm-hmm. Train to the End of the World.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, it was weird and out there, but it was a fun show.
Yeah.
I have this near the upper middle of my list, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting B from the moment you both agreed on, yeah, this was a really good show. Because every time you've said that, I've been thinking, oh, are we going up to A? And then you've said B. I'm like, okay.
It's a B show. I don't know where in B though. Like probably
the production values aren't the best, which is the issue.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I not remember to rank this one?
Wait, did you not? That's crazy.
That's only two shows out of over 100, to be fair.
Control F for Train, see if it's in there somewhere.
It's not.
That's crazy.
Honestly, though, looking at my actual list, I'd probably put it somewhere around Mr. Villain's Day Off.
Okay.
I'd say below Magic Lumiere.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
Like, would I put it above the band shows, though? Actually, below Nokotan.
Okay.
Well, now you've crossed the line.
Look, those two weird-ass shows belong together on the list.
No, you're not wrong.
Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy Season 2.
This is a fun show. And it helps that it's 2-core, unlike the first season. There's a lot more room to breathe. Where did I put this fucking thing on my sequel list? I did remember this one. Let's see, I put it right above Banished, okay. Yeah, that seems fair. Yep. Above Banished, but the question is where it ranks relative to everything else that isn't sequel. There's a bunch in B that I didn't rank as sequels. Let's go right below 7th Time Loop.
Alright. Twilight Out of Focus. So this was...
I realized we were eyeballing a lot of this shit.
Again, we'll go through.
This isn't rocket surgery.
Yeah. Rocket surgery?
Yeah. Surgery you perform on rockets. Very delicate.
Yeah. I liked the show, but I also think it sort of was its own worst enemy in the sense that it decided to focus on 3 couples rather than just the one.
Yeah, no, that was a bit of a nightmare.
It wasn't bad, but it just meant that, just as I was getting invested in one couple, they then just basically went away for most of the rest of the show, and we focused on another couple. And then just as I was getting invested in them, they went away, and we focused on another couple. And didn't even really get a chance to get invested in that couple before they went away and we came back to the first couple. Which, if that episode had happened right after, the end of their story, I might have actually been really invested. But because it was happening after 2 more couples, it was like, okay, cool, this is pretty good. I like this, but nah.
I think the best descriptor for that big flaw is disjointed.
Yes. I have it between Kinoko Inu and 365 Days to the Wedding.
Where do I have it? I know it's somewhere in the middle. I have it right below Cherry Magic, funny enough.
Cherry Magic is substantially lower, though.
Yes. Yeah, actually thinking about it, they're both... I can see putting Twilight Out of Focus in, mid-low B.
I will say I don't think this had the issues that Cherry Magic had in terms of communication. It wasn't amazing about communication. That's the core complaint, yeah. It wasn't amazing about communication, but it was better than Cherry Magic, which, as we've said before, laba.
I'd personally put it below 7th Time Loop in 365 Days, but...
I'm not necessarily against that. I want to put it above 7th Time Loop just because I feel like all 3 couples had more romantic chemistry than I would say
okay, that's fair.
Do. This is another show that didn't necessarily have amazing production values either, but I wouldn't say it had bad ones either.
No, it was decently produced.
Yeah.
I mean, this was what? Studio Dean, right?
I think so, yeah. It was Dean continuing their trend of being the boys' love studio, yes.
Funny enough. It's funny to see them go from adapting an eroge to adapting BL.
I mean, hey, if they want to keep doing that, I'm not going to stop them.
Yeah, no.
The first core of Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister.
I need to see where the first core stops on this one. Because, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I think it gets through...
Episode 13.
Yeah, it gets through... Yeah, episode 13. So yeah, that's a good ending point, honestly. Yai's arc is really good. Doesn't get to the other 2 sisters' arcs, though. Where did I put this on my list? A couple slots below, Reincarnated as the 7th Prince. So yeah, I'd say right above, right between that and Suicide Squad.
Alright. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, beginning of a new era.
You know what I'm doing with that solo S. Put it up there.
Yeah, I was like, Number, is this going to be your solo S?
Yeah, put it up there.
Right.
Where in S is the question?
I'm putting it bottom best for now.
Yeah, we can put it at the bottom for now.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We may or may not bring a couple of shows down from S, we'll see. But if we do, we'll keep it an S in respect of your choice. But, yeah. Unnamed Memory.
This fucker's going an E, baby!
Okay.
Do you care if I put it above or below Metallic Rouge?
If you must.
It will go below. Look, it has one of the two main leads try to pretend to almost force himself on his love interest just to scare her into, whatever bullshit. And so it's like, yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that noise.
That's fun. That's great. That's awesome.
Odyssey Yatsura Season 2.
That last arc really brings Urusei Yatsura down, I think.
Really?
The last arc is kind of a mixed bag.
Okay. I wasn't crazy about it, but I enjoyed it fine.
I think
where would you put it then?
Where did I put it on my list? I put it below Demon Slayer. I don't think it belongs in A tier.
I don't think so either. I'd say high B, personally.
I'd put it below Ragna Crimson at the very highest.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Uzumaki.
Alright, number. Where in the Shadow Realm do you want to consign this to?
Probably like bottom of D. It has one good episode.
Alright.
Very bottom of D.
Vampire Dormitory. I wanted to like this show, but again, in a similar vein to Ranma, it took the things I liked and went in my opinion, the complete wrong direction with them. For example, did the main character need to have long hair under a short head wig? And
it's so weird.
If I remember correctly, fairly large breasts that she bound all day.
Girls are allowed to have short hair and small breasts. What the hell? Like, what is wrong with the anime sometimes?
Not to mention, there was the love triangle between the two love corner between the two male leads that was just sort of meh, from what I watched.
So are we going to D tier for this one then, I assume?
Probably. I'll put it above Nare Nare, because it is above Nare Nare in my rankings. I wanted to like it, I did, but it just, yeah. Villainess level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord.
This is the only show I've dropped that I might consider going back to. So that puts it at low C.
Okay.
I'd say bottom of C. I would put it higher than Buchigiri, but I don't think it necessarily merits that.
VTuber legend, how I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream.
I love how unhinged this series is. Let's see. I had it right below Seventh Prince and Pseudo Harem.
That is lower than I was expecting, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too low. I'd say bottom of B. I'd put it right above Workshop Battle and right below Quality Assurance.
Okay. I was genuinely preparing to put it in A.
It's a very fun show, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it matches up to any of the things we have in A.
Fair enough. The Way of Pon. This was a pretty decent little show. It wasn't amazing. I've got it above Blue Miburo and below Salad Bowl. So I'll just put it above Blue Miburo there and C. That's fine.
That works.
The weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash.
On a journey to pick up trash, it would have picked up itself, am I right?
This is just kind of mediocre. I'd probably say D.
Question is probably D.
Probably like right below high card.
Alright.
Because it wasn't like offensively bad. It was just
Yeah.
kind of just not good.
Whisper Me a Love Song.
Oh boy.
God, if this was an actual good and faithful adaptation, it would be a genuine S tier. If only.
Where did I put Whisper Me a Love Song? I put it between Twilight Out of Focus and 365 Days to the Wedding.
I had it right above Match Lumiere.
So we're definitely talking B, but it's a sort of a difference between high B and mid B.
Yeah. It is really brought down by just how bad the adaptation is.
And, you know, how bad What's Her Name is.
I'm not agreeing with you on that.
I know you're not, but I agree with me, and that's, you know, what matters to me.
Of course to agree with you! Why wouldn't you agree with you?
It doesn't always happen. Which is,
Yes,
quite frankly,
Mill,
strange. But, you
You
know...
spontaneously developed two personalities, yes. Yes, Shiho. I think Shiho is an interesting character, and Mill disagrees.
I think she sucks. I think she's just a bad character and not enjoyable at all. What do you think, Number?
You are the tiebreaker on this.
I mean, I kind of dropped the show, and I'm just planning to read the manga, so I don't really have an opinion on Shiho. That being said, I'd probably say high B from what I actually have watched and read.
We'll put it above the other fucking girl band shows.
That's fair. Also, just because a character has done bad things doesn't mean they need to necessarily get comeuppance, per se. Comeuppance is, like, too rooted in the whole puritanical mindset bullshit, I think.
I don't think she needs to get more comeuppance, but I do think she needed to do more to earn forgiveness.
Atone, yes. I can understand that.
Next up, why does nobody remember me in this world?
I honestly forgot the show existed.
Yeah, I don't remember you.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So,
why does nobody remember the show in this world?
Yeah, because it's mediocre. Probably put it below Uzumaki. Because I at least remember I watched Uzumaki.
Nice. Now on the other end
Windbreaker.
of the scale,
Ooh.
where are we going are we going A or S? I think S.
I'm going to go A only because of that fucking ending.
Aww.
I'm going to go
Yeah,
the very.
It's a weird ending.
I'm
It's
going
a
to go
weird
the
ending.
very top of S, very top of A for that weird ending.
Yeah. I do love the show.
Because I really like the show. I'm really looking forward to season 2. But that ending was just fucking stupid.
Yes.
Why did they end in the middle of an arc? Why?
Because it's funny.
It felt like they ended it in the middle of a conversation almost.
Like, just why? Surely you could have come up with a better way of ending the fucking show. Or ending that season.
Also, to address the comments, part of the issue is the anime is paced so poorly that it doesn't actually, delve into Shiho's more likable traits.
Then
It just rushes to a fucking endpoint.
Then you are judging it on the manga, sir, not the anime.
I am still judging on the anime, but part of the reason I think the anime is a piss poor adaptation is because it does not round out Shiho nearly as much as the manga does.
Anyway, I'm saying Windbreaker top of A.
The very top of A, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
Like I said, if it wasn't for that fucking ending, it would be an S. It genuinely would be an S, because I loved it. I love the characters, I love the action, I like the story. It just... Why? Fucking why?
It's very funny.
It's funny, just frustrating as well. Wistoria, Wand, and Sword.
I'd also argue this one deserves to be high A.
I would probably agree with certainly A. I'm not sure if
I
I'd
would
go
put it
high.
below. Actually, yeah, no. Looking at everything in A, probably below at very least Alia.
I mean, me personally, I've got it below Red Cat Ramen.
I think it's
I would
really well produced, and that earns it a bit higher.
I'm absolutely willing to put it in A. I just don't think it should go especially high in A. I
think mid A should be fine.
I'd probably put it above Spy Family.
I think that's fair.
Oh, that's a fun question, Mill.
Because I love this show. I personally would probably put it high A, but I can understand why.
So,
I mean, the 7 Spellblaze reviews probably infuriate me more because I read them more, and I read the source material. Ameku just made me just go, I'm just not going to read these. So I take that as you will.
Because the person who doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I basically just took one look at the star reviews and just went, I'm just not going to read these. I don't need this in my life. I mean, maybe the 7 Spellblaze one because they outright misgendered Carlos, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe so. Like, after the character's gender was already revealed in the series, I'm pretty sure. Too.
Yeah. Like, that's just fucked up. The Witch and the Beast. So you remember, I think it was back on, I can't remember what it was on, but we talked about a show with a really good story, but really bad animation. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest example of that.
Yeah. Oh no, it was good art. It was really good art, but piss poor animation. Because I've got the manga for this now. The art is good. A little hard to follow in the action scenes, but still very good.
I actually thought you were talking about "Whisper Me a Love Song" at first.
Whisper Me a Love Song, yes, probably does also qualify. I've just not got quite as much first-hand experience. Personally, I've got this just below Red Cat Ramen.
I would put it substantially lower in B tier. Question is where I would put it.
That would be mean.
No, not too much lower. Just, like, the production values really hurt it, in my opinion.
You said substantially lower. You can't be upset at me for misinterpreting that.
Okay, I would say probably around Spice and Wolfish.
Spice and Wolf.
Near the middle, upper middle.
I want to put it above Blue Lock at least.
I want to put it at least below Love Song.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Witch and the Beast at least didn't have production delays.
Yes, but I think Most of Me Love Song had a more overall consistent...
But it didn't adapt that story better.
Fine, I will give that
Witch
to you.
and the Beast at least had a good adaptation of the story.
I will give that to you.
You can argue if the overall story was better in Whisper Me a Love Song, but I would, you can't argue that the adaptation was better.
Yeah. Part of there's also the issue in both shows of like, yeah, we're not going to get any more adaptation on this, are we?
Probably not. Definitely
so
not.
So a lot of questions are going to go fucking unanswered.
Definitely not Whisper Me a Love Song. I can't remember what the studio was for Witch and the Beast.
Cloud Hearts. It imploded.
Was it also Cloud Hearts? Oh god, no.
Cloud Hearts is the one that went out of business. But onto something that didn't have some serious production issue.
It was Yokohama Animation Laboratory. Fuck you guys! Fuck you guys! Wrong way to use healing magic. I'm probably going mid to high A.
I would agree. I'd probably say it's around Reincarnated Aristocrat, probably. Or Negaposi Angler.
I've got it just above Blue Box in my list.
That's a bit higher than I have it. I think I have it a couple slots below Alia.
Above One
No,
Piece.
I have it right above Alia.
Above Fishman Island is a compromise?
Above Fishman Island, I'm fine with.
Cool. Yatagarasu. S.
I figured you would say that.
No. Pit of shame.
Eat shit.
Pit of shame for making me think that character was nice and sweet, and then turning everything on its head. This show lied to me. It deceived me, and I hate it.
I do feel like it should be lower in S because the back third is a bit weaker than the front stretch, if only by a hair. So I would put it below Orb, personally. Actually, no. Above Orb. Just barely. It's really fucking good.
I mean, I personally want to put it, like, up here, but as a compromise, I'm willing to put it above A Sign of Affection.
I don't think it's better than Delicious in Dungeon.
I do.
Nmbr!
2-1,
Again.
baby!
Damn you! But do you think it's better than Elusive Samurai?
Yes.
Yes!
Damn.
Yes!
Fuckers.
However,
Final show.
however, I'd still put Sign of Affection above it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
2-1.
Damn you, democracy.
Look, I helped you out here, okay?
Yeah,
Let me
fair.
have this.
That's fair. That's fair. Final show. You are Ms. Servant.
Where did I put this thing? We're almost at the end. Okay. God. I have this one between Suicide Squad Isekai and Pseudo Harem. I don't know where I have those two respectively. Oh, okay, they're close in C tier. Good. Yeah, I'd say this is. I'd actually put this one a bit higher in retrospect. I'd put it right above Suicide Squad.
Right. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to shuffle some things around, I think. But this is a pretty good list so far.
Do we want to start at the top or start at the bottom?
Alright, let's put everything in E tier. All anime is bad.
Anime was a mistake. Hayao Miyazaki. The master said it, so you know it must be true.
Exactly.
But let's take it from the top. The only thing from S I'd say we could bump down is Zoshi no Ko. But even then, like, I don't think it really deserves to get bumped down.
Yeah, I don't really think so either. I think S tier is fine as it is.
S tier is pretty fucking solid.
Okay.
A tier I'm also mostly happy with. I could see an argument being made for bumping Shy down to the top of B.
Yeah, I'm personally fine with that.
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming that means we don't want to move anything up from B.
Maybe Slime. That's it, though.
Nah, as I said, I'm happy with it in B, to be honest. I don't think it should go up to A necessarily.
Yeah.
Honestly, the clump of shows from Demon Lord 2099 to Magia Lumiere are the only other ones I'd see moving up from B to A.
What? So you mean
Demon Lord 29...
So
Demon Lord 2099, Mr. Villain's Day Off, and Magia Lumiere, I think, could be argued to belong in A, but I think they're fine in B.
No, I think they're fine in B. I like those shows. I don't see them as A tier shows. Again, we're looking at 19th, 20th, and 21st in my list.
Yes.
I would also argue that if we're moving those three up, we're moving Witch and the Beast up as well.
Fair. I don't think we really need to move anything up, per se. Also, the bottom 4 of B are all on my list, and I don't think they need to be moved down.
Alright.
Number, do you have anything to say about your one entry in the bottom row of B? Whether it should stay or go?
Do you stay or do you go?
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine where it is.
Yep. Anything to move up from C to B?
I've got nothing in that up until
Nope.
Magical Girl leaves Lieutenant, and I'm happy with that to see, so.
That was good. Anything moving down from C to D? Let's move Buchigiri all the way down to E!
No.
Hey!
I'm okay with Sarkana being in C.
Yeah. Honestly, nothing... I don't have any strong objections to anything in C staying in C.
I personally wouldn't be against moving everything down from Delusional Monthly Magazine down to E.
Honestly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's fill out E a little bit by putting all those trash shows in.
But Metallic Rouge stays on top.
Alright, I'm fine with that. I had Metallic Rouge above Delusion Monthly Magazine anyway.
Yeah, I had it above basically everything else in E, so yeah. And the Pit of Shame stays as it fucking is.
Pit of Shame stays as it is. So, do we want to do anime or sequel first? Sequel seems a fairly simple answer.
Yeah,
sequel. Clearly, the sequel is high card.
Yeah, obviously. What else would it be?
So we've got sequel of the year, Apothecary Diaries Season 2.
Yeah. Honestly, new show of the year, I'd say it's...
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Yadagarasu.
Okay. Look.
Come on.
You have a fair point, but
it wouldn't be a bad choice, would it?
No, it's not. It's not. Nothing in S is a bad choice, honestly. No. But
I had to get that. Hear me out there.
Yeah.
My actual choice is Sengoku Yoko.
I'm cool with that.
Sengoku Yoko is a really good one. I don't have it in my top 5 personally, but it is really good, and
it's obviously benefits from the fact that it's basically 3 cores.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, and the fact that it's a full adaptation, but we can't hold that against the show.
No,
we're not gonna fucking punish the show for being that, No. And at the end of the day, yes, it had some production issues, yes, it had some pacing issues, but it told a really good story in the end. I think we can all agree that we were all incredibly invested in Shinsuke's story, in Senya's story, in Jinka's story, in Tama's story, and in
every single main character in the show was so fucking good.
Yaze's story,
and in that fucking Rock in the Cliff Faces story.
You were never gonna let that fucking go.
No, I fucking love it. The dopiest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's great.
No, it's pretty great.
I'd still put Apothecary Diaries above Sengoku Yoko, though.
Well, this is more me going anime of the year, sequel of the year. This
that's fair.
This is not a ranking Sengoku Yoko is better than Apothecary Diaries. This is just the order I'm putting them in for that.
So then, are we all in agreement then?
Yeah.
I am happy with this. Yes.
As I said, I just had to put Yadagarasu's name in the ring. I knew I probably wasn't going to push it through.
It's not my actual personal anime of the year. However, I can agree with this being the democratically elected anime of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my anime of the year. I've got 3 shows above it, but, I think as a
I think that was actually mine, so...
It was your anime of the year?
I think so.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I have, a handful of shows above it, but... honestly, like, it's still extremely good.
As a
You know,
group, I think
or we could just put Uma Musume up there, and
Number,
then
neither of us have seen it.
not even
That-
you.
so?
Not even you agree with that number.
I mean, part of me absolutely does, but you know.
Oh wait, I didn't get my solo S tier, did I?
I don't think you did. No.
Fuck it, Haikyuu.
Okay.
Understandable, honestly.
I don't have anything else I really want to use it on. Fuck it, I'm sticking Haikyuu in that.
Yeah, that's fine. We're all pretty agreeable on this list for the most part, so.
Yeah.
I'll put it right at the bottom, but I'm putting it in there. But yeah, I think you know, as a group choice, Sengoku Yoko is definitely fits all of us.
Yeah.
You know, I think we all had substantial fun talking about it for the discussion streams.
Yeah. Honestly, the only ones I think we could all agree on, like, probably outside of it, would probably be A Sign of
Yatagarasu.
Affection and Yatagarasu. Would be the only two. Because those are also really
yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the other two in my top 5, Number, you haven't watched Tanayo no Yokai-san, and Jack, you haven't watched Senpai Tokonoko because you're a heathen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the other two of my top 5, you got, well, my top 5 wasn't even contention. Like, Delicious Dungeon, Number would be against it. Dan Da Dan, not that you guys have watched in full. Make Ine, you haven't watched it, Mill.
I watched one episode and yeah, I just bounced off it.
Yeah. And Windbreaker and Kaiju Number 8 were both ranked too low to qualify.
Like I said, I like Windbreaker, but that ending is, oh boy, why? And
The ending is pretty whack.
It's whack. I'm willing to see past it because it is getting a second season. So.
Yeah.
No, but that's literally the thing that saves it. If it wasn't getting another season, then I'd be like, that was pretty messed up. Why would you
I don't
do
think
that?
they would have ended it there if they weren't getting a second season.
No, they absolutely wouldn't have. They probably would have done some anime original thing. If season 2...
Or they would have ended it at episode 11.
Yeah, maybe. If season 2 had aired in 2024, I wouldn't have had an issue with where it ended. Because we would have gotten that continuation in that year. But it didn't. It's airing this year. Which I'm happy with, because it means Cloverworks got more time to work on it. But yes, it does hold it back. And Kaiju Number 8, I do like, but I also don't think there's necessarily a massive amount of substance yet. I'm fairly sure the substance does get added later on, but there just isn't a massive amount just at this point.
It's mostly fun action stuff at this point.
It's a very good fun action show, but it does sort of limits it for me in that sense.
Yeah, the best we've not come to the best parts of it yet.
No.
So it's
And
there's some really good shit.
I absolutely believe that there are much better parts of it, and that we are going to get to it. But until then, I do think it's just going to be a little lower for me. But yes, so Anime of the Year, new Anime of the Year, Sengoku Yoko. Sequel of the Year, Apothecary Diaries Core 2. S tier, Frieren Core 2, Nier Automata version 1.1a Part 2. Senpai's and Tokonoko, Dangers in My Heart Season 2. One Piece Fan Letter, ReZero Season 3, A Sign of Affection, Yatagarasu, Delicious in Dungeon, Tonari no Yokai-san, Elusive Samurai, Dan Orb, Danmachi, Makiine, Oshinoko, Uma Musume, and Haikyuu.
Hell yeah.
And
I can't believe you put a dumpster movie in S tier, dude. What's up with that?
Yeah, it belongs in the pit of shame with the rest of the train.
Yeah.
when you watch Haikyuu, you get to decide. Until then, I don't care. I'm doing what I want with it.
Alright, I can't wait to watch Haikyuu, and then I'm just gonna say, Mill, we gotta redo that tier list.
Just gonna
We gotta redo that
immediately
tier list.
shit all over it.
Haikyuu is sequel of the year.
I unironically might end up saying that if I like Haikyuu as much as people have been saying I would. So
Look, if it was an actual season, then it genuinely probably would have been up there for me, but because it was a movie that adapted probably one of the bigger matches, maybe not the biggest, but certainly one of the bigger matches, it was just a bit of a shame there. And then at the bottom end of our list, in E, we've got Metallic Rouge, Delusional Monthly Magazine, Uzumaki, Why does nobody remember
Something
me in this
forgettable.
world? Unnamed
It's
memory.
great that you forgot the name.
That's so funny.
Oblivion Battery, and a terrified teacher, a ghoul school and in Pit of Shame, Attack on Titan: The Last Attack, and Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Season 2, Part 2.
Honestly, The Last Attack being the name of the final compilation movie just seals the deal on how lame Attack on Titan's ending was.
That's just the last attack, dude. It's the last attack on Titan, you know?
If they would have done it, the last Attack on Titan, then I might have been able to give them props, because that would have been relatively clever. But they
actually, yeah. If they just called it the last Attack on Titan, that actually would have been pretty cool.
They did something with that with the last Naruto the movie.
Yeah.
Which, wasn't actually the last Naruto adjacent movie, but still better than this.
So funny.
Anyway, that is gonna be everything, so we shall download that. And that will, I don't know, get posted somewhere, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Eventually.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not using the Twitter account anymore, so... Yeah. So
I said Naruto adjacent specifically, yes, because they are Boruto.
Certainly it'll get posted in our Discord, but yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tomorrow should be more D&D, which means I've still got a bit of work to do in respecing my entire character.
Fun times.
Still got a couple of decisions to make in that respect. And in terms of the final Winter 2025 anime stream, I believe it is the 5th of April.
I believe that is our tentative date, yes.
And then obviously we'll be going into spring from there. But yes, thank you everybody for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and select bell icon to get more info.
And otherwise, hopefully we shall see you tomorrow for probably some more D&D. Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.